Right, and there we go. Um, I as you can see, folks, me and JC have got a little friendly message to StreamYard. Yeah,
Do you want to say it, or shall I say it, or shall
we
Alicia
could
say it?
we can all say it if you want. Yeah,
Are you 3,
fuck,
2, 1?
fuck you, StreamYard. Yeah, so this is fuck you, StreamYard. Ha 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 ha. Suck nuts, StreamYard. Suck nuts.
And they thought they could get away
Yeah,
with it.
yeah, and also, good luck with the copyright fuckers because that's not only my stream, it's also our own intro. So suck a nut, StreamYard. Right, welcome in,
Which one?
folks. Say again.
Which one? The left one?
Both. Stick them in your mouth, StreamYard. Enjoy them. They're big, soft, round, and salty.
Hi.
I mean, we could just leave SpongeBob right there on full view the whole stream.
You need to get a sign that just holds it saying StreamYard.
That's a good point. Yeah. Just
If you get it, you could charge 50 quid for it like they do.
I have got something in the works. Yeah.
And tell them that they're not allowed to have their intros anymore, and the intros that they've worked on, they're not allowed them anymore.
Yeah.
And if they want them, they have to pay £80 for it. Robbing bastard.
Yeah, I mean, because if they're charging us a certain price, we'll charge them double.
And this is where I moan at AdvertTube as well. Sorry, YouTube. It's hilarious when you can make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars off adverts on YouTube, but theoretically they're making more from you. So do the maths. But anyway, rant on technology over. Let's go on to the stream. I'll move this out of the way.
I suppose I better move him too, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, you can move him if you want.
We've had our 5 minutes of fun, shall we say?
5 minutes of fun. No, but the thing is, though, we could do that every stream because, like I said, they can't copyright us because it's my own stream, and second of all, it's our own intro. So
exactly.
Good luck with that one. Yeah, as you can see, it's just the two of us tonight. Carl is skiving. He said the other day that he can't be bothered doing the Thursday tonight, so he's going to sit at home and.
Carl, we know you're watching there because he's also in the chat. Sick note.
Nah, unfortunately, Carl has had some technical issues with his computer, so he sent it back. So, and he is around in the chat though, so yeah. But he does have also, as was noted earlier on, he does have Michelle's computer.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to drop any hints or anything, but Carl could have actually joined via Michelle's computer. Yeah. Well.
And then he sat there now in his recliner going, "Will you pair just leave me?"
No, he sat there going, "This means I can get work done. I can actually get something done."
He is. He's just messaged me saying he's painting. I'm guessing that's a bugger off. Leave me alone.
I'm painting. Yeah, I've just seen that. Carl, just to answer your chat, because I've just seen this message saying, "Why don't you have a look at Restream?" Yes, we can, but I have a problem with Restream. The intros, they only allow you 3 intros. whereas I have the 6. So they're basically bugging me up.
But the thing is though, JC, with Restream though, they're free. StreamYard, they're free, unlike StreamYard charge.
Oh yeah, sorry. They allow you to show the intros.
Yeah, they allow you to have 3. Yeah, they allow you to have 3. Which I think is pretty nice. I think that's pretty cool. If you're a small time streamer and you're not trying to scam people over for money like StreamYard are, then I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Speaking of chat, I'm averting people. We've got 10 folks in, so let's go and say hello.
Hello to 10 folks out there.
Hello to 10 folks. We've got David Markey in, as always. Evening, Joshy. Evening, folks. Evening, David. Hope all is well.
Evening, mate.
And there he is, Carl. Good evening, my friends. Hope you are all well. We are, dude. Hope you're well as well, mate.
Oh, and background because she was in Scott's chat earlier on. I think it was.
Who? Sorry.
Oh no, Terry. Sorry. So yeah. Michelle was in Terry's stream earlier on in the chat.
Oh yeah. Well, you know this time of night, Michelle always watches other streams, the better streams that are on tonight, on a Thursday.
Well, other streams available.
No. When Carl says, "Is Michelle watching?" If he says, "Michelle watching?" He's like, "She's in the background with her headphones on. She's got her streams on." Don't blame her. There's always somebody else on better than us. And then next in, we've got. He's sent another photo. He's got Zombie Hunter in saying, "Hey guys, how you doing, Zombie Hunter? Hope you're well, dude." You got David Markey saying hello to yourself, JC, and to Alicia.
Hi.
Hey, David. Carl.
You got folks saying hello to each other and everybody. Then you got Stephen Haynes models in saying hi, Joshy, JC, and Alicia. Good evening, Stephen. Hope you're well, dude.
Hi.
Evening.
Everybody saying hello to everybody, and everybody saying hello to folks, and folks are saying hello to people, and people are saying hello. Carl says, "Why do you have a look at Restream?" Yeah, I think I might. To be fair, because not paying £46 a month for something that I use once every 3 weeks, so no, won't be happening. I can't read chat now because Carl's sending photos, so I'll have a look at them in a minute. Carl says, "You're just greedy, JC. 6 intros."
No comment.
No comment. Oh, fair enough. Well, I'm sure you don't need the 6, though, do you?
I'm sure there's probably a way around it, but yeah.
Well, do you need? Well, how many streams have you got? You've got the 3D one, which is this one, which we've got the same intro for.
The outro that Carl's obviously done or we do for this one.
Yeah.
There's my intro and outro for the Saturday, and then intro and outro. So it's 4 that I have for my own personal streams.
Okay, so yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. See, you should be able to get them as well because obviously, you know.
I have a plan around it, but whether it'll work, I don't know. We'll have to see on that one. So
it's one of those things, and there's always a loophole. So even though they've done that, I can still start the stream and play my what's it called, intro on my phone. So that's how I'll just do it from now on. Aha.
Indeed. Oh, Kodiak's
I know. Yes, we've got Kodiak joined us. Hello, dude. How was the Formula One? Did you get wet?
The race was very interesting.
I don't watch the actual racing because nothing actually happens for after they've all left the starting grid, and they've all had a bit of a mishmash to get round the first couple of laps. Yeah, there's nothing really interesting happens afterwards. So that's why I watch the highlights.
Oh no, there was a lot going on throughout the whole lot of the race. But yeah.
I think that was when I was at the paintball festival last weekend there.
Like Kodiak said, long, very long story.
I haven't got there yet. Kodiak saying hello to all in chat. He's saying hello, less important streamers. Hello.
I mean,
Carl's saying EV Mux. That's another potential one.
I did check that one out earlier on because obviously with Terry. Unfortunately, EV Mux likes to put a massive load of watermarks all over your intros and outros as well.
Is that with their logo flashing money signs?
It just says evmux.com on the thingy.
So one of my favourite ones, when I go to like any shop, like you go to Asda or Tesco or something, they say, "Oh, would you like a bag?" I'm like, "Yeah, please." And they're like, "Oh, it's 15p or 30p." So 30p. Yeah. It's like, you just said, "Would I like a bag?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you got to pay for it." I'm like, "Well, I don't want one now." And they're like, "Oh, are you sure?" I hope no. You just asked if I would like a bag. You didn't say you
going to
get a bag. And on top of that, aren't you going to pay me for it, being as I'm walking around promoting your shop? You know, do I get a discount for walking around advertising Asda bags?
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, Kodiak saying long, very long story, but the best bit out of it is the fact that on the second safety car restart, Max Verstappen spun.
Max Verstappen's what?
Max Verstappen spun out. So he went from P2 to like P9, P10, I think it was at the time. It was good. I laughed.
Oh, is he not flavour of the month anymore?
No.
I thought it was the same for. I thought it was the same for Lewis Hamilton. As soon as he changed his haircut to looking like an absolute tool, he lost Nicole Shing Sha Zing Zar, and shirt swinger. That was it. And yeah, she got herself an actual man instead of a boy. Anyway, Kodiak says, "Hey Carlos, sorry to hear about your PC, bud. Yeah, it's a bit shit, to be fair, man. It's Carlos has every time. It's the third time now. It's happening the fourth time.
Yeah, third time I think it is. Literally 10 minutes before my stream on Tuesday.
Yeah.
The air was blue with Carl.
I can imagine it probably was. It's Kodiak says, long, very long story. Oh, what did you do?
What?
You didn't leave your thing up at North again, did you?
Oh, he's on about that. On about the race.
Oh, okay. Carl's saying, "Hey Kodiak, enjoying the peace and quiet."
Git.
Yeah, but you can always
should be here.
Yeah, you can always jump in on Michelle's computer, couldn't you, Michelle? Unless Michelle's watching.
Joshy, you know what he could always do as well?
Stream on his phone. Stream on his phone.
Oh, wow. It's like he knew what I was going to say there.
Yeah, it's because I used to do it that way. Yeah. Phones have a camera front and back.
Indeed.
Kodiak says he bet. Question from Zombie Hunter. What time is it there in the UK now? It's currently 10:15.
Yeah. Well, we're about 4 minutes behind the stream, behind the chat at the moment, so yeah.
Yeah, there's only a few more comments to read, so we ain't that far away. So I'll go around the benches in a bit once I've my keypad stops wanting to highlight everything and take the. There we go. Carl says, "Not like that fucker duck in the corner." What?
Right, yeah, right at the top. Look, that thing.
Oh, fucker duck. Yeah.
Have you noticed that thing? There you go.
Have you noticed the what's it called? The headphones he's wearing. It's got a dollar sign on there. Sorry, it's an S. I thought it was a dollar sign, being as they're so frigging greedy. Anyway, Zombie says cheers Kodiak. That's his highlight of the day. And then we've got mwah. Hey Quano. How you doing, dude?
Hey Dan.
Hey Dan.
Kodiak says stop watching those dodgy sites, bud. I'm guessing he's talking to Carl about his internet addiction.
He's probably learned that from Dan. Just thought I'd throw that one out there. Must be talking.
Yeah. Kodiak says didn't get on the track. Yeah, that was right. I think last year you said you went on the track, didn't you? And had a little mosey on around.
Yeah, they usually do a thing after the race where they allow the fans on the track.
It was a bit wet though. Somebody that fell over.
Oh, it actually dried up at the end.
Zombie says it's 7:15 here in Australia. Nice. Ooh. And folks are saying hello to folks, and Kodiak's got it right. I'd rather be in Australia, but they can remove every other animal that's from there.
Oh, they wouldn't let Kodiak in with his e-bike to get around the place.
That's the next comment I was just about to read even. Yeah, Carl's put one in if you want to do that one. No, get.
Yeah.
That's what the Kindle is for. See, he's got a Kindle as well. He could also jump on a Kindle.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't tell him to jump on the Kindle because he might break it. But
no, he can jump in on the Kindle.
Oh right, sorry. I thought you said jump on the Kindle.
No.
My bad. I mean, he could come and join us via that then.
He could come and join us.
He could. But
folks could come and join us if they want, if they're brave enough.
I mean,
if anybody wants to come on, there are 4 spots. I'd say 4 spots. I don't know if StreamYard will charge me for sending links out.
Saying that, I suppose we better test this theory out because Carl, like you said, Carl's been sending some pictures. Now, I don't know if StreamYard's going to charge us this one or not.
Should we try and share the photos?
Yeah, I'm going to click present and share screen.
Right, if we get charged 500 million billion squillion zillion dollars for this.
It's done it, look.
Right, this is 50 quid a photo, so that's 50 quid there straight away. Look, they're charging us for. Let me take this off. They're charging us for that as well.
What Carl's been working on, or is working on at the moment, rather than being in here and working on it. You know, he's saying about the Kindle and whatnot, but yeah. So he's obviously doing his busts.
Looking very good, I have to say.
Yeah. I like what he's doing with the shield there as well.
Yeah, he's beat the shit out of that, hasn't he? Not literally beat the shit out of it, but you know what I mean. It's a shield that's took a beating.
Wrong way. So yeah, that's that one. And then yeah. Do we tell him or don't we tell him that skillet pan at the ready?
See, what you don't realise though is tucked away in that background somewhere there is actually a skillet pan, like
probably this corner here.
Either in the corner or behind the actual tower itself. Is it like you see that cable that's coming around the front of the cabinet?
Oh yeah, there. Yeah.
Somewhere there's probably a skillet, like just on trajectory to the back of Carl's head, preloaded. All Michelle has to do is just go like that, and it just snaps the cable and it just flies off.
Yeah, that's it. So there's that one. And oh wow, he's got us on big screen.
Why would you do that?
Wow. Yeah, why would you put us on big TV?
There's a 42-inch Stephen Haynes there.
Well, yeah.
Hang on a minute. How did you pair take that? You honestly, I swear.
Hang on, is that Carl?
Is that Carl's head?
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh shit.
What?
Just a camera on the back of Carl's head.
Yeah. So let me just refresh a minute. So that's that picture. Because yeah. We may get charged again here, Joshy. I hope you don't mind.
God, more stuff. Here we go.
Got it at the ready, look.
See,
Michelle, all we're going to say is Carl did it.
You can see the dents just on the side where they've hit the side of his scalp. Like,
see the look on Michelle's face, like, yeah, don't you even dare think of it. Yeah. So yeah, there we go.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. Got Quano saying, didn't know you can get Princess JC's OnlyFans on Kindle.
Babe, what have you been doing? I'm saying about my OnlyFans, my Princess OnlyFans, apparently. What have you been doing?
Nothing. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I can't show OnlyFans on here. 1, because I haven't got an account. 2, I don't want an account. And 3, it's probably something extra that StreamYard had charged me for.
Well, that's it.
Kodak saying, ooh, there's a nasty picture in my head. Carl finishing his busts. He loves touching them up a lot, I must admit.
Well, I mean, yeah.
He does love playing with busts. Kodiak says, how to waste a big TV. It's true. Like, obviously, you can get better things on there. Quano says, Kodiak, you should see the latex bra Carl keeps his busts in.
Oh, wow.
It possibly right. He keeps them in the double D cupboard.
Oh.
And welcoming back after a few weeks. I hope everything is well with yourself and Maggie. We've got Jeff back in the chat. Jeff,
good.
Our friend.
Hi.
Hi, Paul, as well. Welcome back, mate.
We have been pondering about where you guys may have been, but we didn't want to delve into your business, so we left you in peace. But I hope you're okay, mate. I hope you're always good.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying hello to folks, and then we've got Michelle's crafting corner in saying slaphead fringe. That should be Carl's new nickname, Slappy McFringe.
Interesting.
Slappy shiny smeghead. You got folks saying hello to everybody and Michelle saying hello to folks and everybody else. And Carl says that present button works for an intro as well. Present button, present?
Yeah. The what I was explaining to you at the beginning of the before the stream started in the green room. But we don't have the file for that intro though, Carl.
It's all right. We can grab it. We can get it off him. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Folks are saying hello to folks. I'm guessing Kodiak saying hello to Alicia.
What's he done?
He's put evening Miss Farty Pants.
Excuse me, I don't fart.
That's how you said, right? He's probably gonna throw me under the bus at some point for this. But my God,
I'm gonna say this now because Carl was actually there at the point that it happened. From 58 minutes onwards, you want to be watching my stream from Tuesday, Joshy, if you would like to clip.
Right, okay.
Panzer Mayhem rip.
I tell you something. That's it. Ironically, JC, that's exactly who I was about to mention as well.
Oh.
Marcus, me, Scott, and Panzer in the green room. So I jumped in Scott's green room after it finished, like, because I was sat with nature. So I thought it'd be nice to pop in and say hello. And Marcus turns around and he goes, "Joshy, I've got something to ask you, if you don't mind." All of a sudden, I can't describe the noise. It was like somebody woke up Cthulhu. Panzer just let one rip, and like Marcus said straight away, and he goes, "Well, that's that answer to that one then, Joshy, no problem." And I just went, "See, Panzer, that's what happens when you have 2 helpings of cabbage."
Yes.
My God, I said the moisture barrier that must have happened between his backside and the chairs was epic.
Wow.
But it was one of those things where it was green room, no clippage, we couldn't clip it. Jeff saying we're both okay, thanks guys. Good to hear, man. Like I say, we have noted that you haven't been around in a few streams, so you know, it's one of those, dude. If somebody's not been around, we do often ask around about if people had seen you and stuff or heard from you. So glad to see you back, and hope all is well.
Yeah.
And folks, everybody saying hello to everybody, and then we've got Mr. Lindsay's builds himself in. Good evening, everybody in Arkham. Hello, Lindsay. How you doing, dude? Hope all is well.
Good evening, Lindsay. Lindsay's
Carl,
sorry,
I will send it to you, but it's just a bit awkward at the moment to send us what we were talking about.
Oh.
Folks are saying hello to everybody, and Lindsay's saying hello to everybody and folks, and we've got 12 people in, and everybody's happy. Sweet.
Happy. Are we? I mean,
we had a little bitchy rave about StreamYard being overpriced and crap, so yeah, I think we're good. Right, you, JC, what are you doing? What are you doing? We'll take Carl off the stream. There we go.
We'll start with Alicia first, because
sorry folks as well. The stream has become now a 2 men and 2 princesses, but one does appear off camera, so that's the form of Alicia. So she is around. Yes, JC.
Yeah. Anyways, Alicia is playing with a dragon at the moment. So this is basically not to get Quano excited because of the other night, but yeah. So this is what she's done so far. She's got the body, and at the moment, she's getting a little bit more done. Let's put this piece back together for her. 1 second. So she's actually building. If it will go back together again, there we go.
Excuse me. Oh, that's cool.
Toothless.
Yeah, that's ace. I love that.
I do like the way they've done the eyes, though. So, yeah.
Are they actually green? Like, are his eyes green? Because it looks very bright on this camera. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they okay. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
See, right. Can I state, did Lego miss a trick? Are they glow in the dark?
Now, I have that funny feeling. But
hold it up to the light. Test it now. Hold it up to the light. Off for 2 minutes or 30 seconds.
I know what I can do. Hang on. Give me a second. Because
actually use that black light, that won't
it does. No, it doesn't do it with these ones.
Ah, yeah. See, Lego, you missed a trick there. You should have made those glow in the dark.
Yeah. So yeah, Alicia's on bag 5 at the moment. So yeah, he's a bit fiddly at the moment, but yeah.
Going back now.
There you go. You can have his head back now. So yeah, that's what Alicia's been working on at the moment for the past couple of days, something like that. I think it was.
Okay.
But yeah, obviously me, I'm basically carrying on with Tenjin. I'm trying to think what I got done last week. I think I did the
YouTube. Sorry, Carl. Can you send me the link to my own stream again, please, mate? Because for some reason YouTube won't let me into my own stream again. Fucking thing, man. If it isn't.
Oh. There you
go.
So
I was going to ask Carl. Thank you. I was going to ask Carl because you were showing that.
Yeah, no, I've got it up because of I've got your stream up because obviously just in case of certain chat and all that lot.
Okay.
That's what we were talking about last week. The crystal. So that's
why can't your camera stay focused like that all the time?
I know. That's the problem. But yeah, there you go. So I've done all the edges and the highlights on that.
Yeah. Bring it back up a sec. Sorry, this is being pedantic now. You know the edges of turn it round. Right, you see the edges where it looks like it's smoothed over and it's gone like a faded creamy colour. You should paint those and the cracks a luminous green.
Yeah. Oh.
It look like it's splitting then.
Saying that, I know what I do have. I've got a fluorescent green. But I've also got a fluorescent yellow as well. But not too sure.
You could definitely do it like that then.
Yeah. So I've got that done last week. I think I did these last week as well. Yes, I did. I've only got the one. I'm missing one.
Right. Okay.
No. That's very, very strange as to where that's disappeared. Oh no, it's there. It's on top of the wing. Sorry. So yeah, last week I did some of the armor without dropping it. So I did some dry brush.
You've left a bit of hair on it. You've left a bit of hair on it.
Yeah. Where I just dropped things. There we go. So yeah, that's based with lead belcher or dry brushed lead belcher because obviously I had the black primer on top.
Yeah.
And then just the top edgings like here, you just about see the highlight there, which is Storm Host Silver, whatever it is. So
yes, yeah. Storm Host Silver is the one with the white lid. Lead Belcher's the one with. Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. Do you know what I paint under that, which I found out, which works quite well? That Mechanica Standard Grey underneath of it. I've noticed if you paint that underneath the silver, it comes out quite nice.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, I've got the edges done on there as well. They were all dry brushed.
Very rotten, very grotty. I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, again,
why does that work like that every time it zooms in?
Yeah, but yeah, I've just got to figure out colours to do all the insides of this padding and whatever else.
Put it back to the camera at the front again. Let it. I was going to say you could cheat it and make it just one colour, but is it shoulder pad?
No, it's not a shoulder pad. It is if I get it to the right side.
Or is it the part in front of his?
If I get it on this one, because I'll go just there, and then obviously that will then go on top like so. So it's part of his leg, hip, armor, stuff, whatever we want to call it.
You could
So yeah,
probably. Oh no, this is one of those things because it's like it's the Japanese, it's the samurai armor.
Yeah,
It was made out of like really, if I remember rightly, some of it made out of really tight knotted material.
yeah, I'm gonna have to probably do some research, I think. But I think either way, I'm going to end up doing some dry brushing because I like the way I came out with the dry brush on the armor. Oh, wow, that did actually zoom in or focus very quickly.
You know why? You know why? It's because you had your hand behind it, JC. It's focusing on the tendon. If you put your hand behind that, that'll come up. No, behind the actual piece, like you had it before, like right up to the camera. No, the piece that you're holding in your hand. Yeah. Put your hand behind there.
I didn't have my hand up on the time. It focused.
Oh, there we go. See? Yeah.
You gonna do it again? No.
Fuck.
Yeah. But yes, I will obviously do some research. I think I might do some little bit of Google filming whilst we're on here, so I can have a play around, see what we come out with. But I've got a lot of colours that I could probably play with. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet your head's a pretty colour now, isn't it? As well. Speaking of colours.
I don't know what it is, but this one's for some reason jumping out at me for the ropes, but dry brush them.
Slanesh grey. For the what? Sorry, for the ropes.
For the ropes there on his hand, and then obviously for all of that lot, maybe.
Yeah, because that's quite a. It's quite purpley, that is, isn't it, for a grey?
Yeah, but
I've got one.
Yeah, because obviously I'm thinking what I did because Kyle mentioned about it a few weeks back when I did when I was saying about these. He said, "Why don't you do the purple that you did with the bust?" And I'm thinking that with the dry brush on top of the ropes.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Sort of like just give that nice look, and then obviously once that's dry brushed, give it a wash of something. I don't know. I'll think of something.
You'll figure that out when it gets to it.
Indeed.
Right.
But anyways, that's me done. So yeah.
Yeah, is that to me or StreamYard?
Wow, whatever way you want it.
All right, then. Okay. Right, and so all right, and bye. Right.
Yes.
I should theoretically be. I know this sounds daft. I was saying to JC in the green room. I go to a modelling group every other Wednesday, and next Wednesday, in 6 weeks' time, there is an open entry competition. Anything you want, dioramas, models, anything. Considering some of the stuff that I've seen people put in there to start off with, from I've been going there, it's next level. I was showing, I think I sent a photo to Carl ages ago. Some bloke built a tank, and how he did it is he had the tank base with the tracks, and then he took little plastic, they're almost like rods, and he raised the next section of the model build, so you could actually see all inside the tank and everything. And then he had the turret, where the turret went on a separate bit, and then he had it was fucking brilliant how he'd done it. But yeah, he won first place for that. So it started off with me like going to work on a diorama base. So I've got my my fence panels that you get free from Greg's when you get a coffee. But then like I go out and I do a lot of walking around places, and I find like little bits of random things that look cool. That's a piece of tree bark from where I go and play disc golf in Cannock. These are a couple of stones from down by the river, and this is a stick that I found walking down the track today. So it's just little things like that I'm going to use to make a diorama base. And if you give me 2 seconds to get them.
Oh, 1, 2.
The reason why I want it, the reason why I'm doing this is A, because I want to put it in for an entry into this modelling group, but also 2, I've got a fixture for, without that falling, I've got a fixture to put my model on.
Yeah.
Because I haven't got anything that I can use currently. So I'm thinking if I can build something that has, you know, a bit of a base to it, and I can put, where's the third one? Where's the one with the hammer? There we go. I should put blue tack on all of these, but oh, shit. No, that's Marcus in need of another paint job.
Oops.
I'll just put that there for a sec. You can stay there. There we go. No, it won't stay. But you get the idea, don't you? Like, I want to build something that I can have a bit of a base to it. So this is a piece of wood that I sourced off. I got this from one of the lads downstairs when he used to live here. But this is just a piece of old pine. So I sanded all that down, smoothed it all off. I need to build a base, so I'm probably, even though it says 3 men and a couple of printers, and this is a 3D printing stream, I'm still theoretically working on 3D prints. It's just that I'm building something for them. The only problem is I need to stain this first, so I'll be doing that tomorrow. So I won't be doing this tonight. So I've just ran through all of that for apparently no reason.
As you do.
As you do, but that's one thing I would like to build. I will be doing that at some point. That's an idea. And then I finally understand what you folks, model builders, mean when it's too hot to paint, because I tried painting last week with the speed paint, and it was like trying to dab your brush in jelly. So I'm working on this again tonight. It's the 3D print that JC did for me, custom one. So it's the dual tooled Joshy B bench thing. So yeah, I'm gonna bugger off and
secretly it's one of those things for like if he in case he forgets his name. Oh, he disappeared.
I press remove instead of thingy. Right, I've abandoned chat. Right, let's go back up. Ooh. Right, where did we get to? Jesus, people have been talking. Right, okay. Right, okay. So, yeah, folks are saying hello to everybody. Jeff and Maggie, Lindsay, and everyone saying hello to Zombie Hunter. Quanita, speaking of farts, they are flammable. So if I had Superman's heat vision, I could I could cook a steak with my inbuilt flamethrower. I'll have my medium rare, please. Everyone's saying hello to folks. Quano says, not that I've spent the day trying to look at my own bumhole hole to see if I can zap me own ass.
What the fuck?
I've just got visions of Dan sat in his chair now with his legs up in the air and a lighter to his bottom going, come on, I can do this. Kodiak saying euphemism? Yeah, I know.
Right, yeah.
Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Kodiak says 13 watching, only 12 likes. Whoever it is should be ashamed. It's probably me, Kodiak. I'll probably press the thumbs down as all like I normally do on my own stream. I've done it a couple of times now by accident.
And if you're going to do it, hit it twice, because YouTube's got a special offer on tonight. They pay you £15, but they take away. Yeah, but the rumours go, and they pay you £15, but they then charge you $14.99.
That makes sense. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, okay. I was going with the one where it was the original deal, where if you press the thumbs down, press it twice, because YouTube automatically puts a $5 in your bank account.
Ah, well, that one too.
That one does work occasionally, because I've probably got a lot of fivers over the Liverpool. Jeff says, what? Dan was getting overexcited the other night. What have we missed? Jeff, Dan's always excited. He just hides it well. That's a good way of handling that, wasn't it? I think, JC.
I'm going to pass that one to Alicia.
Why? I haven't done that well, so I don't know.
Nod and agree. Nod and agree.
You just on the way.
Yeah.
He's quite but JC, careful with the black light. They will show the stains on your right and all around your mouth.
Oh wow.
Oh dear. I did warn him, Quano, to not turn his bedroom lights off at night, because it's like they'd see it from the ISS space station.
What the fuck?
Quado says I had to throw away my black light. Kodiak's there going, ew. Oh dear. Bloody hell, yeah, this is where I'm up to. So as Athol came in at 10:33, he says, okay, I'll give the 13th up, as 12 is such a lonely number, but 13 such an unlucky number for some. Athol. Evening, how you doing, dude?
Evening, Athol. Welcome.
Everybody's saying hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody. We've got Tammy and Ray in. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Good evening, Tammy. How you doing? Hello, Ray.
Hi.
Folks are saying hello to Tammy and Ray. Tammy and Ray are saying hello to folks, and everybody's having a good old say hello to everybody. We've got Dale Mack popped in saying, hey, folks. Good evening, Dale. Hope you're doing well, dude.
Hey, Dale.
Hey.
Do you know what? That's come out very, very nicely.
Have you painted it already?
Dry brush up. Yeah.
Hang on. Oh, aye.
I'll just probably Agrax or Nuln it. So, yeah.
Take the paintbrush out your mouth.
I have actually done the same. Oh, come on, focus.
You know what, that fuckers. There we go. See, that looks more like it should be like a black leather.
Yeah. And then on here as well. So yeah.
See, I'm probably not going to dry brush mine. I'm probably going to paint mine. But then again, I haven't got that much to paint on mine compared to yours, so I can say that.
But then again, you've still got the same detail.
I've got the same detail, but 15 centimeters smaller. Is idea for you to consider, Joshy. Position the three guys around a fire, and instead of a normal excuse me about that, sorry. Position the three guys around a fire, instead of normal flames, paint them lilac and fluorescent greens as if the fire is magical. See, there was, I thought, one point I did think about was going for a night scene where it was just everything was spray painted black and just the fire and everything was lit. But I haven't quite mastered or even attempted yet OSL. So I thought I'm not going to go with the flames, but I was going to go with a fire pit and try and make it look like they're cooking, like they just camped the night or something. And yeah, I don't know. Or just a woodland scene. But the thing is, though, with my mind, I think of something and then I have like a million ideas flooding at once.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's saying hello to folks. Folks are saying hello to folks. Everyone's saying hello. Tammy says Ray is working on the Lego motion picture camera Disney. He finished the Steamboat Mikey yesterday. Ooh. Well, Tammy, if you've got videos, you are more than welcome to send one over.
Yeah.
Kodiak saying lurking. He's got to take the bins out. Where you got to take them? Does she have a name?
Oh, wow.
Kodiak knows my sense of humour.
You know what I realised though as well, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You're going on for an hour, stalling for so long doing the chat as well. And Carl's still not joined, even though he said he could join via the Kindle and the phone and all that lot. But...
See, Carl sat there now, brew in hand, feet up, going, "Screw you, pair. I'm having fun."
Well. Yeah, true. He's making us suffer, really, isn't he? But yeah, hey. But no, you did also say to those in chat if anyone would want to come and join as well.
Yeah, there is. I mean, this isn't me asking you. This is StreamYard. It's £10 a person now, unfortunately, to come and join.
Well,
StreamYard made me do it.
Oh, and a free membership to Dan's OnlyFans. Well,
yes, I forgot about that. Oh, bloody hell! Because I've been sat in the sun today, and my throat is dry as hell.
Oh wow. Tammy's saying Ray's in the building. I'm in the house and it's storming. Mum is not going outside. Sorry. That's all right. And then Stephen saying maybe he's taking them for fish and chips and a pint.
I mean, potentially. I mean, the price of fish nowadays, bloody hell.
Oh, and guess what, Joshy? I've just noticed as well, because obviously YouTube like to add their extra add-ons and all that lot, you know, unlike StreamYard where they do the takeoff. Stephen Haynes is P1 in the chat with the most typey.
Yeah, I have no idea how to turn that off.
Unfortunately, you can't turn it off because YouTube's done that where it's like, get your chat keep going and the algorithms goes and yeah. So if you want to be number one, keep the chat going.
Oh, I'm not interested in that.
Hang on, I went to. Oh, for fuck's sake! I went to put the his left hand on his right hand. Oh,
that's not good. You don't want to be doing that sort of stuff.
I've got two left hands. So
two left hands and one right foot.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that's why it doesn't fit in there, because that doesn't go in there. So I'm just putting. I've actually realised it's been an hour and I've done nothing.
I know I've done 2 minutes worth of work at the moment in the space of an hour.
I've cleaned the brush off. That's it. 14 watching, from what I can see, and I've just all I've done is just got stuff out.
Oh,
not like that.
There we go. Right, that's in place now because I'm happy with that. So we need to dry brush this padding stuff, whatever you want to call it.
Don't you just hate it when you when you've painted something and you look at it and it's like, oh, I've missed that bit. I got to paint it again.
Yeah, I've got to go back on to his shoulder piece as well. Is saying
Dan's. I've got this, JC.
Sorry.
I'm not like yourself. I will read chat straight away. My OnlyFans revolves around the idea that if you pay me in gummy bears, I'll send you the pics of Princess JC in silk knickers. JC idea of a freebie is because he's a slutty show off. He is. And
wow.
JC picks and builds.
Oh, hang on, the chat.
I hope I get a payment for this, considering it's my other eye.
I'd just like to clarify that message has been taken away from the YouTube chat.
Which message?
What Dan's just put that we can see in StreamYard.
Yeah,
was YouTube hiding it again?
It's not hiding it. It's gone.
No, it's still there. I can see it.
What, on YouTube itself?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, okay. Right, so I'm thinking.
Don't do that.
I know it's dangerous. I'm thinking Ulthern Grey dry brushed for the padding.
Ulthern. 2 seconds. I've got brush. I'll brush on my paint. I've got paint on my brush.
You got brush on your paint.
Yes. It's the heat.
I knew what you were doing. Stephen is asking a very good question there.
What colour am I painting my surfboard?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I've just seen it pop up. I'll get to it in a second, JC. Just give me a bloody minute. I don't know yet, Stephen. I haven't actually thought of a colour for it. I might just go mad and just paint it just different multicolours, like something out of the 60s, but I'm going to try and implement all of the little things that I've learned so far onto this. So there's going to be little different things just sticking off of it, but I haven't actually decided yet. But I need to do the wings again because it's the wings are an absolute shamble. I tried to paint the there we go. I tried to paint the pattern on there, and it was like, nah, that's bad. So I'm just going to paint them white again. Notice Princess JC did not deny being a slutty show off. He's wetting his knickers laughing.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Athol says, JC, if you switch to live chat, then you can see Dan's comments. It's not actually live chat or top chat, Athol.
Yeah.
It comes down to the fact that JC isn't a moderator, so that message would have been. I bet you it's the same for most people. I can see it on mine. It's there. It is definitely there. There it is.
Yeah.
But the reason why it's not shown through is because what YouTube have done is they've seen the word knickers, slutty, and have gone, oh, you can't write the in chat, it's an offensive word. So they've took the message out, and that's when moderators have to look at the message and go, yeah, we'll accept that. So top chat and live chat is the difference. That's just it's the what?
It's the same as well. I can see Athol's message in StreamYard.
Yeah.
But I can't see him in the YouTube chat. This is what I've been saying for the past couple of days. I've not been able to see him in YouTube chat unless I'm a moderator. This is what I've been trying.
That's because YouTube's a dick. Look at what he did to Panzer and Dorka.
Yes, it was the fact that because Panzer was saying about it the other day. they found out the resolution, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
One of them had blocked the other. That's why the other one couldn't see one.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I think Panzer said that it was Dorka that had accidentally pressed the button to block Panzer.
I mean,
Dorka could see Panzer, but Panzer couldn't see Dorka.
I'm not gonna lie. I have been close to accidentally timing people out in chat before when I put the phone down or I've done something and I've just caught it with my hand, or I know it sounds daft during lockdown. I actually timed somebody out for 10 minutes because my cable off my Xbox rubbed up against the phone and it timed that person out. I was proper gutted about it. Like, everyone was taking the piss, like, and laughing about it, but I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
So what you're saying is it did that just the same way as what Panzer's airbrush hose does to make what sounds like a release of a
A sudden release, you mean? Yeah.
sudden release. That's the one. Yes.
Jet propulsion air.
Yes.
Stephen Haynes is saying, JC, you're always in a rush, mate. Funnily enough, Alicia says the same thing.
It's a force of habit of reading the chat.
He just likes to get things done in 2 seconds.
I
Am I not right? Am I not wrong, Alicia?
I'm not answering that because there's now a reason why he does that, but I'm not announcing that over stream because I don't think he feel confident.
Okay, so 20 seconds then.
No, you know the reasons.
I'm not, yeah, we're not going to joke about your.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I'm thinking with this one as well. Like I said, with the Althon Grey, could be interesting. But yeah, unless I go, do I do a grey?
Where is that bit that I need?
It's all right, Dan, because if YouTube continue to do it and I keep looking in chat and seeing your messages are being withheld, I'll just make you a moderator and YouTube can fuck off then because they can't have withheld your messages. And I'm going to worry about looking down the chat and going, oh, did YouTube have blocked something out because Dan said it? Or even though I have turned my stream to 18 plus and I have turned off all of the filters, so you can say whatever you want.
Indeed.
Hello.
What, babe?
I'm missing that.
If Dale's saying now, if Quano comes in, the Algorian shit will get back to normal. Algorian with them.
Come and join us.
Yeah, Dan. Carl said he's even free. Athol says, well, before 10 days ago, I had 157 contacts, but now I only have 74, and most of them are locals from my local council depths. That's Facebook, Athol. What about YouTube?
Yeah.
With YouTube like to do things and not tell you, like add this stupid bloody point system. See who's the number one chatter. No one can turn it off, it seems. Everyone gets it, but it just doesn't make any sense to me.
This is coming out nice, actually. Quite subtle.
I can't remember what it's put on.
I think I've got everything on there. Right, okay. Chorberton in. It's CJ. Evening, dude. How you doing?
G'day.
JC. Yeah, Dan wants to come and play with you.
Babe. Dan wants to come and play with you.
Excuse me.
Oh dear. Right, I'll send him the link.
Okay, sound. I was in the midst of doing it. Go on then.
Done.
Oh, I have to say, it is mightily warm in the bedroom tonight. It's 21 degrees, but it's a bit.
Athol saying, no, Joshy, as I'm in Facebook prison for another 163 days, and then I'm packing them in as I'm fed up with continually harassment.
Athol, just do what I do. Don't go on Facebook.
Yeah.
Don't go on there. The only thing I use Facebook for is I just put pictures in Phil's gallery on prime time. That's the only reason I use Facebook. Apart from that, Facebook's a waste of time. Absolute waste of.
I've never had Athol on Facebook. I'm not. Obviously, I'm just generally saying it.
The only thing you get on Facebook is half-naked AI women advertising their bum holes to the world. You get.
I like how you say it. Bum hole.
Yeah, you might get. Well, they don't actually show their bum hole. They just imagine that people can see it by pulling the front of their trousers really tight, so you can see that. What's that animal called where it has a massive toe? That's it, the camel. Yeah, evening, Dan.
Hello.
Hey, you mentioned that, and Dan's here. It's like you say about bumhole. It's like at the moment, Call of Duty have got a a crossover or a thing going on with Beavis. Yeah, and so my mate turned around and said, like when we've been playing Warzone, we respawn on Rebirth, and all you hear from me is going pee pee on the bumhole.
Disgusting.
You don't. It's just not fun.
How?
So it'd be alright in Fortnite, but right. Dan has his JC spotting glasses on. So what's he working on? Oh, before we do that, we've got. Hang on. What's just there? I'm seeing something that. Oh yeah, that was it. It's all right. It's Stephen saying sorry to hear that. Athol. I thought Athol had happened. Something happened to Athol then, but nah. Athol. Personal advice on Facebook, mate. Fuck it off. It's an absolute waste of time. Literally, keep Messenger. Messenger's okay because you can still talk to people. But as far as Facebook goes, get rid of it. Waste of time. I don't use Facebook at all.
To be honest, Facebook recently is obviously like what you said, or you get people that like to comment about religious stuff, and it's literally all.
No. We don't mention the R word on YouTube lives. The nuns will not be happy. Graham Roberts in saying hi to our hosts and chat and listening to Adam and Greatest Hits. Oh, I want to listen to Adamant now.
Stand and deliver.
Well, I was thinking Princess Charming. It's because you're on. Prince Charming. Do you like that one?
So you were thinking of Dan then?
I was thinking of Dan. And speaking of Dan, sorry, mate. Hello. What are you working on, bud?
I got.
Oh, I like that T-shirt. Yes, I like that.
He's got a David.
I got a few of these.
That's very nice.
Gets them while she's on holiday, and she's getting on a bit, so she kind of forgets that she bought me 3 last year.
Yeah.
And she goes on like 3 holidays a year, I think. She's retired. So I end up with a shit ton of Harley Davidson T-shirts. I keep telling her if she wants to bring me the actual bike, I won't mind.
Yeah.
But so I'm working on fixing minor error in a 3D print, PLA one.
Okay.
I printed it that way up, and as it were printing, I'd sort of you can see it printer behind me. That roll.
Yeah.
Over there somewhere. But I'd sort of gone past because that doorway that's just after it, my fridge is just past. Like under the stairs. So I've gone to get milk for my coffee, nudged the bench thing that the printer's on, and it threw it slightly for like 2 or 3 layers. It had slightly knocked the print nozzle out of alignment, so it snapped this little spiky bit.
Oh, gutting.
So it was early on, but I figured I'd noticed it almost right away, because you can hear the sound. It's very distinctive, kind of like if someone was snapping pencils repeatedly. So I noticed it straight away, and I thought, okay, I'll leave it to see how far it gets. You know, if it goes past where that little pointy bit is, and it's still failing, then I might as well start again.
Yeah.
It got past that little pointy bit, and I managed to fish out the little pointy bit and put it to one side, and it printed the rest pretty much flawlessly. It's basically the back part of an Iron Man helmet that goes sort of there.
I thought it looked like a part of a helmet from somewhere. I thought it would be the back piece. Just going to say, Athol's off, folks. He says, okay, time for pain relief, a cool shower, and then he's going to fire up Diablo 4 as he's now reached level 10.
Oh, he's level
sexy. Athol, cheers, dude. Have a good evening. See you in a bit.
So it's this bottom piece here that on this print I kind of fucked up the paint job. You know, I've not had much luck with this. It's barely noticeable once it's on shelf. But the first attempt at doing a wearable Mark III helmet, I took measurements of my head, but then I'd done it, you know, like you would for a motorbike helmet, where
yeah.
And that meant that my measurements were slightly out, because they didn't take account of the fact that I've got ears. So this helmet, once you've finished and you've got these earpieces on, this helmet don't fit anymore, because I'd have to chop my ears off to get in there. You know? And so
I remember when you were doing that. If I remember, you were doing that. Like, was it a couple of years ago? That
maybe.
I remember you showing me the. Front pole bit. Then I remember saying to you that front, because I don't know if the folks at home know this or not, but that thing that Dan's holding, he has designed it himself on the computer from a block of a square, and he's created that thing on a 3D printer. Each individual piece, and painted and sanded down. He sanded all of the front like gold, polished it and everything. So he's done that by.
Yeah. And then one that I'm working on at the minute is the upscaled version that, you know, I kind of took a break because I got sick of sanding. You know, it's get rid of all the print lines that are on there. That I don't know if I can make them visible on camera, because that's way too wide. So to get it to fit on the printer, you know, you got face plate's a separate piece, and the jaw piece is a separate piece. So you can probably.
That's incredible. I love that. Absolutely love that.
I've sliced the main body at helmet into 3 sections, and then using a soldering iron, once it's finished, you use masking tape to hold it together.
Yeah.
And just sort of kind of like it's just as easy as spreading butter onto toast. Once your soldering iron's hot, you sort of push from either side of the seam line. You push the plastic into the seam line, and it becomes solid as if it were, you know, like cast in a mold. And then you got
I'm just going to just to hold your fire for there a sec, Dan. A gentleman popped into the chat called Clive Eldon, who is a new name to me. So welcome in, Clive. Hope all is well. Thanks for coming in, mate. He says, "Hi, mate. I've got a Creality CR10S5 big boy and having stringing issues. I'm on the retraction test up to 1mm. Do you think I need to keep going as getting better, but not all there yet? Hope you can help." I'm not the printing expert, Clive, unfortunately. Dan, who's on the screen now, is, and also JC is, but Dan's the one with the filament behind him.
Yeah, that's a filament printer he's on about.
Yeah.
With stringing issues. Kind of depends on. There's a fair few things that can cause stringing problems. One is how long's your print filament been out of the sealed bag that it comes in, because it does absorb moisture, which can cause stringing. So I have, like I have a roll of filament that it's been out of bag for 3 years, so I'm not going to use it because anything I try to print is going to turn to. With this stringing issue is basically where it's, like continues, like spider's web ends up all over the place. And yeah, but the printer that I've got now, as long as I'm using brand new print filament, it tends to do the job pretty well, because it's just, I did have the hassle of, it came with a print bed that were warped. So I got part way through that first one of the 2 helmets.
Yeah.
And it started going really bad, because as it heats up, the print bed becomes more and more warped as time goes on. So I managed, but we in the, the warranty time frame thingy.
Yes.
So they sent me a replacement print bed, and but then you have to be pretty daring to actually replace a print bed, because it's not just unplug a cable. It's not as simple as unplugging a USB cable.
What was it Carl was saying the other night, JC? He had a problem with that he never experienced before. He said, didn't he pull the print bed out with it? Like, or was it you that had a problem? Said you pulled the whole print bed out.
I can't think what it was.
He said one of the prints, it got stuck to the print bed, and he pulled the whole print bed out with it.
Oh, Carl, yeah. 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 I can't think what it was that specifically. Carl's probably still, he'll say what it was.
If he's about. Right, I'm going to jump back into chat, gents, for a second, because it's I have left them a bit. Where were we? Everyone's saying hello to Graham. Graham says Facebook is a pain, enough said. Facebook is a pain, enough said. I fully agree. Fully agree. Dale says he calls it Facefuck. Lets you know what you don't want to know. Very biased. I'm the same. Facebook's one of those things where you will get reported for absolutely anything you do, but you go on there and you can watch. Yeah, I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to say. Apple's shot off. He's going to go and play some Diablo. So have fun, dude. I haven't played that one yet. It looks mint. And yeah, like I say, a new fella, Clive. Welcome in, dude. He asks about the retraction tests up to 1mm. I'm not your expert on printers, man. I just paint stuff. That's a point. Clive, if you're still about, ask Kodiak. Kodiak's quite handy to know about printers. He's that's a point, dude. When are you going to come on and start painting? Because I know you've got Remember you're on about your Starship Enterprise that you've got.
Ooh.
I don't think that's a 3D print though. I think he's got the actual kit.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think the best piece of advice for getting a PLA, if you've got a PLA printer, is learn how to swear in multiple languages.
That's why it's handy having people that we know, because everyone knows different languages. We've got Marcus, we've got Dominique, we've got who else have we got? Scott speaks some colourful language.
I want Marcus to teach me how to say "fuck off" in at least 3 different languages, and then I can say it to this printer. Every single time you got to go through bed leveling, and I've got to sit with you. You know, like so I've got the same kind of resin printer as JC has.
Yeah.
That is a piece of piss to set up in comparison, because it's just, slot your print bed on, lower it down, it'll pretty much level itself out, and then you tighten up a couple of nuts, lift it, the print bed back up, and it's level, it's ready to go, and just put your resin in and start printing.
So
this PLA printer, the print bed, it's got 4 like nuts on each of the corners of the print bed, like on each of the corners.
Yeah.
And I can never work out, because it's got arrows on to, pointing left and right.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the words on tighten, loosen. So you're sort of upside down, and it's like, am I tightening this motherfucker? Am I loosening it?
You've got to remember the golden rules of nuts: lefty loosey, righty tighty. But sometimes it doesn't always do that.
Well, that's the point, because it's you got this goes on top of the print bed, yeah. The print bed itself is a much thicker metal sheet,
Right.
And then you got a set of long screws that go through the print bed.
Yeah.
Downwards. Then these nuts go on the underside. Yeah. So as you're tightening them up, and it's sort of, there's some springs there that you're meant to tighten them up.
Compression. Yeah.
Compressed. But
I remember Spruce setting his up.
That's holding the nut, the screw.
Yeah.
Still. So as you're turning, you get to the maximum tension, and it'll start turning the screw. So you can be tight. You can be, am I tightening or am I loosening? And until you see the compression on the spring start to ease,
you don't know that.
Am I turning left? Am I turning it to its left or to its right? Because it's upside down. It just throws the shit out of me. If it were, like on my bag, when I was changing the sprockets on chain on my bag.
Yeah.
All the things that I need to, all the nuts and what have you, that I need to loosen off to get the sprocket off and the plate off, they're sideways on. So I know instinctively that's left, that's right. But with this, it's like it's upside down, and it'll,
That's one of the reasons why apart from the fact that I haven't got the space for one at the moment, one of the many reasons why I wanted one don't want one is because if I got one, I'd expect it to be working straight away. I'd like to take it out of the box and be like, there we go, I can start printing now.
you can get ones that straight out of box. You know, you can get them where it's just you pull it out of box, stick it on a shelf or whatever. You know, you know, like the assigned the space that you have assigned for it. So you just pull it out box, shove it on a shelf, and it's ready to print, and it'll do print better than the one I've got. Only thing is to get that level of just out the box, plug it in, start printing with PLA printers. They're massively expensive. It's like $1,500 or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to jump back into chat because it is actually, believe it or not, I've got a lot of things to read tonight. I'm loving this so far. Everyone's having a good old chinwag. Kodiak's asking Clive. Oh yeah, Clive. I can see you still in the chat, dude. I've put Dan's link in. If there's anybody else's link that you want to know, like Dale's or Kodiak's, I'm sure myself or Kodiak or any other mods in the channel will put it in for you for the links. But yeah, hopefully the guys in chat will help. But I'm going to read everything out now. So Kodiak's asking Clive what filaments he's using. He says he's no expert. He's only using bamboo printers himself. That's off Kodiak. Clive's asking, Clive's saying, hi everyone, love that mask, dude. That's on Dan's Iron Man. He says, my filament is brand new out of the pack. I've also done heat, so that's dialed. I'll keep doing all the tests till I get there. Hey, I'm having fun learning. That's our whole point, man. I've only been painting models for just under a year, but I'm absolutely loving it. Dale's asking, with reference to printers, there is no solution. Every printer is different. Fair dues. Kodiak says, are you printing in PLA or PETG? Do you have a dryer? Clive's answering that one. Kodak saying, oh, cheers, Kurt. It's good to see you. I'm glad someone. See, there's always somebody who knows something that somebody needs help with. Kodak says, I'm not familiar with Creality, but I've heard that set up custom profiles for a lot of Amazon filaments to improve adhesion and stringing. Dale's put, Joshy Bud, I don't want to go live and show my face on live, but is it possible to talk and explain? Hopefully it will help answer their question. Yeah, if you want to come up, dude. Sure that JC, have you got Dale?
No, I haven't got Dale on Facebook.
Hang on. 2 secs, Dale. I'll just finish the rest of the chat, dude. Because my firmware is well outdated. Do you think that will help?
Well, if it's firmware that came with your printer, because I've had before where I'd updated the firmware and then it wouldn't print. You know, like, because the firmware on the printer weren't the same as there was something in the coding that were wrong, so I just ended up having to revert it back to what came with the printer.
Yeah.
To get it working again. I think that would, you know, the resin printer.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's above it'll be almost 10 years ago since I got my first 3D printer. I'm sure I had similar problem with first one of printers that I got back then. Because this one's less than a year old, the one that's behind me. The one that's upstairs, I used it to death. And then a bit more. And at the time it were once it went off warranty, that's when you'd start getting massive problems with one that I don't use anymore.
Yeah.
And things like getting a replacement print bed, it wasn't worth it because they were after the printer itself at the time that I bought it 10 years ago, it'd be something like 300 quid. and then they were after something like 250 quid for the print, just the print bed, a replacement print bed, which were straight off the bat, fuck off. You know, I might as well buy a new one. But then it was the replacement print bed had be coming from China, which means I'd have to pay, you know, that duty thing.
Yes, import tax.
Yeah, customers and excise want to have a nose and pay for it, and I'm like, screw you. I really don't agree with that. It's like, so anyway, I've sort of figured out if you put metallic tape onto a print bed that's slightly warped, you can sort of even it back out, and then put one of these metal plates, because they're magnetic. So you put one of those over the top. So the print bed itself has the metal tape on, and it'll sort of even it out. I managed to get a few more prints out of it before it went completely. And then eventually got round to replacing it with this beastie.
That is a bit of a beast, to be fair. Like, it's, yeah. It looks like
it's relatively easy to, to set up, because it comes in two pieces. It's just got to be careful when you first setting it up that as you're tightening up for your first initial setup, tighten up all 4 nuts on the print bed to the maximum, and then do like a test print and slowly ease off on one of the corners, depending on, to even out the print bed.
Right.
But other than that, to set it up, it would just, you got, if I can point my finger in roughly the right place, you see this bit here, that has that thicker bit there has the print nozzle on it that takes it left to right and slowly raises it up. So that the frame that it's connected onto, you have to connect that on, which is just 4 nuts. It's connected on. The bracket that holds that's there, that holds the reel of PLA print.
Yeah.
That, it's just clip it on and it's done. And then it's plugging a bunch of wires that, it's literally each of wires has a different size connector. So it's just look at the connection
and match them in properly.
So getting it put together after it came out of the box was, like 5 minutes, if that.
That weren't too bad. It'd take me about a week to pack the bloody box, for starters.
The big part that made it a pain in the arse were getting the print bed level, because you then into use the loosening off and tightening up these 4 nuts, which was always a nightmare. But then once you've got more or less level, you're then into I use the magnifying glasses that I put down somewhere. I can't find them now.
Yeah, I've got a pair of those. They're absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Just like to give a shout out to Tammy. Thank you for those, because it was thanks to Tammy that I helped acquire those when she very generously sent a donation a while back.
If you watch people doing the print bed leveling videos, they'll use a piece of paper and try and get so that the piece of paper will only just fit between the print nozzle and the print bed.
Yeah.
My version was, because I know what the print, as he's putting down a layer of the PLA, I know that you want it to look as though it's a pen that's drawing on paper, like a marker pen drawing on paper.
Yeah.
So as you're looking at it through the magnifying glasses, if it's fully curved, then you're too far away. And if it's so thin that you can see through it on that first layer, then you've got it too close. So it's best to have it sort of use magnifying glasses, and I'm like with my head downside of the the print nozzle.
Yeah.
You need to do the first layer, so it will like a good day of mucking around. But once you got there, it's done.
What bit have you done?
Right. I am going to jump back into chat. Hello, Dale. I'm just going to run through chat quickly, dude, and then we'll get straight into what you've brought up.
Yeah,
so Kodiak says bamboo pretty much works straight out of the box, monkey.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have thought about getting one. Kodiak says firmware updates are always a good habit to keep up with, and yeah, yes, I understand that one myself now about certain things. Dale's just put modern day printers are pretty steady. The CR10s is an older model. Kodiak says he's got 1 times P1P, 2 times A1, and 2 times A1 minis. And Kodiak's put monkey on the tinnies. No, dude. I'm on the. It's sugar-free blueberry one, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Sugar-free.
I don't drink, dude. To be fair, not anymore. Anyway.
Video game company.
Say again. Rockstar. Yes, they are actually. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
It all came about from that. Yeah.
They're the ones that did Grand Theft Auto. Carl's put. Yeah, you're right. Something happened with my printer. I thought it did, but you can't remember what. You were saying the other day, Carl, that you'd done a model and it was like you went to take it out, but it pulled everything out with it. Like it had all just gone into one big gloop. He said it hadn't happened before. Kodiak's put, he's going to a local craft fair this weekend. Let's bring him up. He's going to a local craft fair this weekend to get the lay of the land and see if there's any competition, but possibly setting up a stand in the future, planning on taking both A1 minis. Well, I'm pretty sure that JC would like to have a chat about stands and competitions, JC, wouldn't you? At some point with fairs, because yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
To compete.
Kodiak's put so I can do custom stuff there and then. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Printed off someone's name and stuff. It's like JC did this for me. He sent that out. Which I think is pretty quirky because JC could do that. He could do his logo in little individual building blocks and people could paint them themselves. Kodiak's put hoping to free up some time so I can get some stuff for Halloween printed off. That'd be pretty cool. He's also put 17 likes, nice one. Just in case you haven't, please hit that thumb. It costs nothing and massively helps the channel. It does. Cheers, Kodiak. And we've got Andy Mason in on his 1 profile, and then we've got Andy Mason in number 2 on his 2nd profile. And I know who Andy Mason is, so it's all good. Kodiak's put, Dan, where's my Jim Beam?
It's waiting at the bar for our first date, darling.
And that is chat caught up with, and that was a fucking good answer. Oh, no, it hasn't. Oh, Stephen's saying hello to Andy Mason. Ooh, what's that? I've just clicked on to, no, I haven't clicked on, I've hovered. Share your referral link. Share the StreamYard referral link with your audience and earn $25 for every successful referral. Why? So you can take it back with your fucking stupid charges.
That's I think, but
Right, so
Might be a bot.
let's bang. Oh shit! Sorry, don't take him off. Let's put Day on. There we go.
Anyway, 2 Creality printers, and they both print differently.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's like Dan was saying, where you're twiddling with the knobs underneath to get the layers and all that sort of stuff. You've also got 2 different extruders. They might look the same, right? So this is your extruder. It puts it on the plate. Alright. This one is different to that one. Alright.
You've got one that's got glass plate.
The glass plate, let me pull this forward. To level that off, I've had to put tape down to level it. To give a level bed, which is what Dan was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, you have to twiddle about. Now that extruder up here uses the same extruder up there, but it outputs differently. With this particular printer, I have had to buy what they call a dehydrator or whatever, warm box. I don't know what they call them, but same material, same company on the PLA, but I have to put that one through that one, but I can do this same material through without doing it. It's a bit of a minefield.
Yeah, it's where it seemed like each different. Because I went online and I thought, looking for cheap deals for, the filament, and discovered that every filament came with its own set of issues.
Correct.
We've got a gentleman who's popped in a couple of times before, actually. It's Yule. How you doing, bud? He says, hello. Do you guys have a local maker space where people can learn how to 3D print? Well, Kodiak's put, I don't just yet, Yule, but he says keep an eye on his channel. In the future, I'll be adding 3D printing to it. So Kodiak's just banged his channel link in there. If you want to go and see what he's up to, he has got a lot of gaming stuff on there, which I was on part of years ago. So you'll see a lot of me on there playing.
Not mentioning in stream though, of course.
Can I just ask whereabouts he is that it needs a makerspace?
He's what? Sorry, dude.
Sorry.
Say it again. Sorry.
Could I just ask whereabouts he is, where he needs to make a space, or the local area?
Yule, I think he. Oh,
I can't remember now. Yule, whereabouts are you, dude?
Yeah, I know it's not in the UK. I remember he's not in the UK. I want to say he's from like America way, like somewhere near America or in America, rightly. But yeah, if
let me log in
if someone one of the gents with the blue tools, if some of you guys wouldn't mind sticking Dale's link and Dan's link in for folks, because they've got 3D printing stuff on there, so yeah, they can check out their channels as well.
You don't need to do that, dude.
Well, no, because it's you've got a lot of videos on there where you've just literally put your 3D print on there, so people can watch that and think, oh, it's like ASMR, isn't it?
Yes.
Mute YouTube. There we go. I can see the chat now. The minute I log in, I log off chat because I don't want the echoes and all that sort of stuff.
Fair enough, dude. That's understandable.
Just go back into chat. So, are you streaming to 2 platforms?
No, I'm on YouTube.
Just on YouTube. You're not streaming to Twitch. I can't see Twitch.
No, I'm not on Twitch.
Oh, there we go. Yours answered there, dude.
Yeah, he is in the USA. He was thinking a local maker space would be really good, but I haven't seen any, and I was looking for ideas. Oh, if Snowy, he's quite knowledgeable on printers, and Connie, to be fair. And if Tammy and Ray got a printer, yes, they have, because they sent Sprue a little logo, didn't they?
Yeah, I was going to say they did the logo for him, didn't they?
I'll give you one that will probably point in the right direction, and that's Jerry over at 3DHP. He hosts a maker podcast on YouTube every Saturday. Now in the UK it's 8 PM for me. Might be 5 PM CS time.
Have you got a link? You wanna?
I could probably find it if you give me a minute or two.
Yeah, man. Drop me his link over on Facebook, and I'll stick it in the chat for you. He's put. He's in the USA. I was thinking local maker space. I've read. Kodiak says, no promises, monkey, but I will try and sort out my printing room to show you my setup and maybe have some prints running for next Thursday. Kodiak live again, yes!
We're going to get him on.
Kodiak is always welcome on my streams, he knows that.
Hey, Kodiak.
He's always welcome on my stream, Kodiak.
Be good to see you on, mate.
I just not anybody as well. Not just for Kodiak. I've known Kodiak for 5 years now, folks. We met each other just at the start of lockdown. I've lost count the amount of hours we have spent playing Warzone and just talking COD shit to each other, just over the phone in general through video. We have met each other in real life, to be honest. He come down last year because he went to Silverstone, and because I'm on the way past him, he swung by me and come and said hello. So, yeah, absolutely lovely bloke, Kodiak, cracking fella. Okay. Clive says he can see your big boy. Mine. Oh, I thought he was talking to Dan then. Can see your big boy. Mine is the same, but 500mm version S5. The bez is nice and level and stays level for a few prints till reset. We'll sure upgrade the bed springs soon. Kodiak and Clive having a good old chinwag about 3D printers. So this is like rocket science to me. Clive's asked, does 1mm retraction sound right to you? Being going up in 0.2mm stated from 0, and then need to going past 1.0mm.
Comes down to the filament again.
Yeah, if I remember rightly from what JC was explaining about that depends on how thick you want your individual bar between. Kodiak's put, monkey, we have had some conversations with each other over the years, but swore at each other and at the game. Oh yeah. Do you remember when we were going through that phase of spray painting each other when we were sniping? Oh, that was, mate. Kodiak, right? I shit you not. Kodiak will hit anybody from a mile away with a sniper rifle on that game. I shit you not. JC. I'll send you some of the clips. Honestly, but we used to play on when we used to play. Oh fucking hell! What was it called? Resurgence. We used to play Rebirth a lot.
Rebirth.
Yeah, when he used to, and also in the big map as well in Verdansk, when he used to lie on the roof with spray paint him.
You're not doing what I think you are you? No.
Oh no! He said, "Why am I bright orange?"
Why can I see colours around me? No, it's just your imagination.
Yeah, we have had a laugh at that game, man. It is funny. It is funny, especially. I really miss playing with Beast. Like, and I wish he had his channel still up. Honestly, when he did his prison game, Prison Simulator, that was hilarious. Carl says you're always welcome on Kodiak, and you are, Carl. You're always welcome on. Being as you're still hanging around the chat at 10 to 12 at night, you know, you are welcome on Michelle's computer if Michelle's gone to bed, or you can come on your phone or use your tablet or whatever.
You can do what on his phone?
No, we can. I saw your face then.
Oh boy!
Just make sure you use a screen wipe afterwards, please. Yeah. Stephen's put, sorry to hear about your PC, mate. Kodiak says, I'd be running around like a graffiti advert on it. So I thought it was fucking hilarious. Honestly. Yule's put, okay, subbed, thanks for the channels. Yes, Yule, that's a point actually. I'll bang people's channels in. Right, here is Dan's.
I should really put something new on my YouTube channel. I only made it because I could. Oh. I'd set up my YouTube channel at the exact same time that they'd made YouTube have come up with this rule of no swearing on the, you know, on any of the content. So first words to come out of my mouth on a video where I'm actually speaking were, "Oh fuck me, it stinks of cow shit up here."
Bless you.
And did YouTube frown upon that, did they?
Yes, which I took quite a lot of pleasure in.
Oh, YouTube frown upon quite a lot of things I've found at the moment, but they never frown upon stuff that makes them money.
No, there's at least 12 dozen times that they've threatened to demonetize my channel. What they haven't realised is that my channel's never been monetized, so you know, empty threat.
Josh, I sent that link through to you on Facebook, mate.
Yule, that is a brilliant question, mate. I'm going to bang this up. For anybody, chat, panel, feel free to answer this. Like, in the UK, it's 9 o'clock, but anybody else, like, yeah, say what you want, man.
Well, it's only BBC that has the...
isn't it?
Yeah, it's the 9. They call it the 9 o'clock watershed, don't they?
Yeah, but not working on, you know, the BBC or ITV, so that watershed thing doesn't really apply to YouTube.
Yeah.
It's especially your channel, you know, if you've made the content where you've said it is for adults only.
Yeah, 100% agree with that.
Exactly.
I mean, like, I watch, I don't play Call of Duty anymore, Warzone, but I still watch people that play it. And one of the blokes that I watch is called Dr. Disrespect. He's got 4.6 million subscribers. And me personally, to watch him, I think he's absolutely hilarious as an entertainer. The things that he says and how he reacts to certain situations, I think is hilarious. He's 6'8", He's hench as fuck, and he's just one of the funniest blokes I've ever seen on stream. Some people disagree with that, but you know, each to their own on watching content creators. But some of the stuff that he says on there, like, and the way he says it, and especially he's always referring to Twitch as the purple snakes, and like he's always giving them shit over live channel TV and stuff like that, and nothing's ever said. No one ever bats an eyelid, and he gets away with it. So
yeah,
the BBC are the 9 o'clock watershed where they don't allow much adult entertainment before 9 o'clock, such as, like, I don't know, mild bit of nudity where someone takes a shirt off, or somebody. It's like when they watch EastEnders or Coronation Street, they say some scenes may show scenes of violence. It just shows somebody getting slapped, literally a kid getting slapped or something. Some people find that really offensive to see on TV, but on YouTube, the way I see it, fuck it, say what you want. As long as it's not offending people directly, as long as you're not particularly pointing at somebody and making them feel uncomfortable, you should be able to, as they say, freedom of speech within certain boundaries.
Within reason.
So I've spent a lot of time watching Black Belt Barrister. He's an actual barrister who knows the laws on everything, you know, because barrister. And the freedom of speech, it's a qualified right, as in it can be revoked, as long as it's totally legal to offend somebody, you know. Because, you know, I mean, there's any number of things that I've said as a joke among friends that some pissy little snowflake can come along and go, I take offence at that. Well, go off and be offended then.
Yeah, you know, well, this is my saying for... Go on, JC, go on, dude.
Sorry, dude. I was going to say, if they take offence, they can take the gate.
No, it's not that. It's not that. You can't do that to people, because it's almost like, well, if you don't like it, leave. It is true. I know what you're saying, but you need to be polite about it. It's like I said to my people this year, when at the start of the year, my new phrase for this year, because people can get so offended so quickly, is, I really am sorry if I've offended you. I really am. I truly apologise if I've offended you. But if I haven't, please tell me how I can offend you so that you don't feel left out and then get offended that I haven't offended you. I'm just going to jump back into the chat a second. Everyone's having... Well, I'm a right old chinwag tonight. I love this. Kodiak's put a link in for Etsy. If you folks want to check that out, he says I do have that if anybody wants to look at what I've been printing. So have a check of that link, folks. Yules also put, I think they give you a certain time, amount of time. After that, you can say what you want. Yeah, on YouTube, it's one of those things, mate. 24 hours. As long as we're not effing and jeffing at 9:30 in the morning while people are having their breakfast. 12 o'clock at night is, yeah.
I think literally when you do a live stream, it's within the first 30 seconds to a minute that you can't swear. Otherwise, they demonetize the video or start putting, like, well, not copyright stuff, but
in UK terms, you know, whereas maybe, you know, we say we put a stream out for our American friends.
Yeah.
Different time zones and stuff, and this is where it gets all confusing, isn't it?
Well, look at Australia. They're 9 hours in front at the moment. When daylight savings time changes, they go back to 11 hours in front.
Absolutely, yeah. It's
odd, isn't it? Sorry, go on, dude. Sorry.
I was just going to say it's hard, because it's hard to know where to target your audience for sometimes, and then
tell me which way they're supposed to go.
I don't know. It's you can't please everybody. I guess is what I'm saying. You can't conform to every standard.
No, I don't like because my aim on YouTube, I haven't got a goal on YouTube. I'm not out to get monetized or anything else like that. I just like YouTube for the fact that I can do this. I can come on, I can have a chat with my mates, and can show people around the world. And here's a question. Sorry, Clive, if you don't mind me asking, if you're still about, Clive, where are you from, dude? We'd like to know where people are from around the world, where people are watching from. But yeah, it's one of those, like, if I entertain somebody that, like, Scott lives in Australia, the Tasmania, and Paul lives in Australia, lives in America. If my stream's entertaining these people, then that's a worldwide thing that you're doing. If you're streaming to just local people in the UK, then you have to be restricted to those times. Like, I wouldn't go effing and jeffing on Michelle's stream at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Of course you wouldn't.
On Sunday at 11 o'clock in the morning, Michelle's Crafting Corner. I wouldn't go around effing and jeffing on there. But on Marcus's on Saturday, yeah, definitely at 10 o'clock at night.
Different kettle of fish altogether, isn't it?
Yeah.
What an awesome stream that is.
Oh yes, I'll be putting links in for everyone. Don't worry.
I'm pretty sure I can freak Marcus out any time of day, and I don't need to swear at all.
I like that. Kodiak's put, it's been a while since I started a stream, but on YouTube you can classify what you are streaming, so swearing is allowed. Yeah, fully agree. And like some of the streams that me and Kodiak have done in the past, especially on Warzone, I think there's an F word every 30 seconds. In fact, he probably beats Marcus's. You're saying they must make you set your channel to over 18 or something. Yeah, you can click a link or a little button that says adults only. Yeah, not permitted for children, basically. So under 18 should bagger off.
But I do question whether the algorithm actually takes that into account. I don't know. I see stuff at 9 AM in the morning when I log on.
Yeah.
And mainly the overseas content. And obviously I'm an adult, so I don't mind it. So you've got a character that's perhaps been printed and painted, and it shows you it.
Yes.
You might get a little huff and puff in between that perhaps shouldn't have come out, and they've missed it. You know, you can't 100% guarantee that the odd swear is not going to get through.
The greatest thing about the algorithm as well on YouTube is that it doesn't really make sense. I've noticed that with the algorithm. I just quickly blast through this little bit of chat. I love it. Everyone's having a good old chinwag. It's 14 in tonight, and everyone's talking. I love this.
Yeah.
Kodiak, as long as the stream description is okay and the thumbnail is acceptable. Yes. As long as you put in there potential language, whatever, people can't say, oh yes, it was offensive language in that way. You were warned. You're saying, but don't let YouTube give you the belief that they are the ones that are giving people the money. The real money comes from the sponsorships, like in most entertainment. Do you know what, mate? We were saying this earlier on. I'm not into YouTube for the money. I don't want any money from YouTube. I don't want to make money off YouTube. Because theoretically, if you just start making money off YouTube, if you get big enough, you're actually making money for, like you say, sponsors. You're actually somebody's advert, sponsor, promotion board.
Indeed.
Kodiak's put, if you watch my old COD streams with Joshy, myself, and many others, the language is strong. Rage is frequent, and I was never censored. Oh, do you know what?
Is that back in your game days, dude?
It was only 5 years ago, mate, but that was during the rage days of playing COD. and COVID. So there was a lot of built-up anger because you couldn't do your day-to-day life because you were locked in your bedroom.
Absolutely.
And it was. People will see a different side to me in those ones. The work I had to deal with was muting music within the game that would negate my monetization. Yeah, that happened to Terry, I believe. At Little History, somebody in the background played music. I think it was Danielle, wasn't it, with Dom?
Yeah,
She walked past in the background, or she opened the door in the background, and the radio came through on Terry's stream, and Terry got done for that, if memory serves well. Clive's put, disrespect is the thing of the past now. It's all about Burnt Peanut. I think he will get to YouTube over the year. So funny. I haven't really watched that Burnt Peanut. I've heard of him, but I still like Dr. Disrespect. So Clive might not be that old if he knows about the Dr. Disrespect. Yule's put freedom of speech. Like you were just mentioning, is government policy. Corporate policies are different, but it depends on who their shareholders are. At the moment, I've now dubbed YouTube AdvertTube because I am in AdTube. I don't know who he is. I don't care who he is. I am sick to fucking death of seeing the guy. Steve Bartlett. I have no idea who he is, but every time I go on my YouTube, there he is on the front cover of adverts. This man, Steve Bartlett, he spoke the wrong thing on live TV and now he's paying the price. I go to block that advert and it's from India and it's under a cooking and kitchenware. So I block that one. I log back into YouTube the next day, another Steve Bartlett advert pops up, so I go to block that one. It's come from India and it's under, believe it or not, gardening services. So they're all coming through different things, but isn't that classed as a scam? Like lying to YouTube, because it's like saying that here, look, this is silver paint, but I'm putting it on YouTube as blue.
Yeah.
So, but because it's people are getting lots of money from it, they don't say shit.
Exactly.
Kodiak's put, are you not entertained? I am. Are you guys? And we got Clicking Cliff. How you doing, dude? He's doing a Dino month. I haven't looked into it yet. It was just something that popped up on one of his podcasts, his posts. Doing a Dino month.
Oh, speaking of which, sorry, Joshy. Jay's bucket popped up on my recent videos the other day.
I have seen that. Do not open until the something of August.
Yes.
Good
to see him back.
Yeah, man. Hope you well, Cliff. So Clive's from Norwich in Norfolk.
Oh,
he's in deepest. He's Phil Dean. He lives in the land of Phil. Yes, we know somebody from Norwich, Clive. Folks saying hello to everybody. Kodiak's put, that makes me laugh, that, because COD is certified 18 anyway. It is, but 12-year-olds do play it, and their parents buy it for them. And again, because people, nothing ever gets said. So
yeah.
Kodiak's laughing at Quano in his helmet. Clive saying, keep up with the chat. Oh, I'm going, mate, believe me. Yule's put, it's always changing its updates. It's always changing. It updates itself to different groups that link themselves together, like painting miniatures links itself to 3D printing. It kind of followed the flow that people and boosts. Well, believe it or not, Yul, again, this is quite relevant to what you were talking about. Our good friend who I've just mentioned, Phil, he does a show on Tuesday called the Phil's Prime Time. It's actually a model making channel, but JC, do you want to explain the next part, because I might get it wrong, but you were there, you know.
Yeah, basically, Phil was. I think it was actually Phil that actually showed it.
I'll find the link for it with this Tuesdays, wouldn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes, the YouTube category. For some reason, YouTube sees the show as a comedy show. Yes.
It is a brilliant
channel. That it's that bloody algorithm thing, because it's designed to listen to what's said. You know, and if you think, if you go into the past streams, because I've been going to Phil's primetime streams, they make jokes about the self as part and parcel of the show. You know, like calling it lowest standards on the internet, and promoting it as being mostly comedy. So he's probably listened in, picked up on the number of times that they've referenced that they're just having a laugh and it's a joke and what have you.
Yeah.
Kind of, and then decided, it's a comedy show.
Yeah.
Phil's stream on Tuesday. I've just put the link in for it in the chat. If no one has heard of Phil's channel or seen it, I beg you, just go and watch it on a Tuesday. It's one of the funniest streams ever. I love Phil's stream on a Tuesday.
I don't think the algorithm picks up on the modelling, when they do the gallery and stuff.
Yeah, they don't really push it out as much with certain things. It's like you were saying there, though. It always changes. Hang on, where is it? Was it the last one? Which way it links it together? It's like when people put hashtag 3D painting, hashtag model, hashtag resin. It'll link something, but I can't be asked doing all of that. Kodiak's put, I can hear Farty Pants in the background. Actually, Farty Pants is being very quiet tonight. Is she okay? Alicia, you still there?
I'm not answering if you're going to keep calling me Farty Pants.
Sorry, Lady Alicia is one into the building.
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. How's your Lego build getting on? In fact, actually, I'm going to not go around the bench on me because I've just painted a spanner.
I finished him. He's done.
You finished him. Right, okay. I'm hiding that comment that Kodiak's put. I'm bringing you up to large screen and we're going to witness this. Let's have a look at Alicia. What have you been building?
Right, so
careful, because
first little thing at the end.
Little fish. He comes with a little fish.
A little fish.
The face.
Oh, that's nice.
A little fish.
Right.
There you go. Get out of the way, the cameras.
Yes.
But yeah, that's that.
Get the fish too,
and,
is more
and
important.
then.
It's more important. It's cute. Move your hand. Look at him.
Oh, that's mint.
I know, he's so cute.
I love the little.
Stephen is just Joshy. It's Queen Alicia.
Yeah, I know. When I read chat, I'll get to it. JC, thank you.
Look, but it's also got the pattern on it printed as well.
Yeah, that's ace.
Yeah,
I love that.
Stop reading the chat.
So yeah, and look, you can.
Yeah, I know. Lego missed a treat by not making his eyes glow in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
But they have a light kit for him, though, don't they? You said you found a light kit.
Yes, there is a light kit.
There is a light kit.
So, yeah.
I don't know.
You have to get a light kit for it now, then. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to. I think it ruins him.
That's the thing.
Fibre optics through the tongue would do it good.
Oh, yes.
Right, so you can have your little fishy back.
Sorry, mate, not getting any ideas.
So yeah, with myself, I've got a little bit done. I did that, as you can just about see. I did the armour, so that is all dry brushed. Actually, I might be able to see it properly there. There you go. I'll bring the camera in. Not going to focus. There you go. Go on, focus. Thank you. There you go. Stay. Right, so yeah. Obviously, I did the Slanesh grey around the edges where the rope is. But I've also done grey sear dry brushed on the padding on both sides.
Yeah, that looks nice. Fuckish.
No, it's not done it. But yeah, I've done all that lot. I've then done all of that as well, dry brushed the Corex white onto the feathers. Actually, no, that's grey sear again. Sorry, dry brushed on there. Done all the rope pieces on there as well. So I've done all that lot. Moved on to this work. Is it going to focus? No, my camera does not want to focus tonight, does it?
No, your camera never wants to focus. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
that's better.
Two different colours that I've done there. Rakarth flesh.
Rakarth flesh.
Of the balls. Or the beads, you wouldn't call it. And then Corex white for the square ones. And then obviously gone over with Agros Dunes on the darker one. And the lighter one is Skeleton Horde. So that's that. And then the other one.
I need to take this opportunity to say I quite like looking at your balls.
And he does have the magnifying glasses on, folks, as well.
And then I've done all of that lot as well.
Nice.
So yeah, and then I'm going to dry brush that. I think do what I did with or the same with the owl. So yeah, and then once all of that lot is done, all I've got left to do is the tail. I've still got to do those. I've still got to do these shoulder pieces here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dragon pieces there. I've got that lot to do. Finish or touch up his hair, repaint that a little bit, and then of course Josh's favourite, the wings.
It literally looks like that they've gone wrong in the printer.
It's a crow.
It looks like a crow that's been hit on the road and dried out for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Probably a bit cheaper than printing it.
Yeah.
It looks kind of demonic to me.
It does a bit. Yeah. Right, then I'm going to jump over because show what I've done, which what I will do is I'll just do that, and then that's what I've done. Woohoo! Painted them silver. That's all I've done. So I've been interacting with the chat, and I'm now 10 minutes behind reading, so I need to catch up. You'll put for that helmet to line up correctly every time. It's best to warm it up just a little bit and then let the magnets hold it in place.
Yeah, I'm going to be making a bracket to go inside the logs.
Yeah.
That thing, because you need to put the main part of the helmet on, and then this curvature, it goes down back of your head in a way that it can't be permanently attached. So you put the main helmet on and then magnetically fit this on afterwards.
Yeah.
But it's getting a full electronics, you know, where visor closes and then the eyes light up
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
It's just going to take me a while because it's, you know, like budget restraints that are involved in that one.
There's always budget restraints. I thought you said budgie restraints for a second. Then I thought you smuggled those. Code says, "Is that a compliment, Monkey? I know who disrespect is." Yeah, disrespect to Ace, man. I think it's brilliant.
Indeed.
Jeff saying, "I believe it is Joshy." Jeff, that was 12 minutes ago, mate. My memory works in seconds. You have to remind me. I've put the link in for full stream on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Is it the first half an hour, JC?
It might be.
Andrew said it was the first half an hour, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yule says you have too much laughing. And then I did put the message up. Dorka's in the chat saying hi, Joshy B, guests and peoples in Dorka land. Evening, Dorka, or good afternoon, Dorka. How you doing, dude? Everybody's saying hello to Dorka, and then you've got you got Stephen Haynes going wrong, Joshy. It's Queen Alicia. It's true, but because we've got Queen Alicia and Princess JC.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got David Markey saying very nice, Alicia. You've got Stephen Haynes is saying that looking nice, Alicia. You're saying that's looking very nice. And Jeff's put that reminds me of How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, it is. It's toothless.
It is. Yeah, I'll put it back on for you.
There you go.
The film How to Train Your Dragon were made in all the CGI in that film were made in Blender, same program I'm using.
No way.
You know what? Anyone that hasn't seen How to Train Your Dragon the live action, go and watch it. We recommend watching it.
It's pretty good.
But
Should I?
I haven't seen it yet. I thought the cartoon was okay, to be fair. I watched it with an X years ago.
It is definitely a one-to-one to the original cartoon.
Well, not necessarily.
Lilo and Stitch one. You know the live action of that because
that was crap. Oh, hang on, we've got Joshy. When you done your chat, mate, I've got some pictures to show, dude.
I know. Yeah, Carl's just sent 9 messages through. Jeff's put fantastic work, JC.
Thank you.
You've got Stephen Haynes saying keep up the good work, JC. And then I saw this comment come through, and I thought that Yule was talking about JC for a second until I realised he was wearing the t-shirt. Yule says cover up SpongeBob's face. The camera keeps trying to focus on him. But
I tried to do that camera as well. It still didn't focus. It's the camera.
Yeah, I thought for a second that you're not on camera, and I realised you're wearing a t-shirt.
Oh.
That's just gone straight over his head. That's really gone straight over your head.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yule says, are you going to do the wings in a dark colour coat or go with the same blue like the body, JC?
It most likely be where I do a bit of a blending with, because obviously you've got these will come from the back itself.
Sorry,
that's all right. So I'll probably do some blending with this, where they're going to be the bottom here that will be the original skin tone, and then blend it up to sort of like greys, and then it will be all be dry brushed to actually bring the full detail out of the wings itself. Josh, you'll know what I mean by that anyways, because I think you've done some. Pardon?
And then you gluing them to the side of your head.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then see what we can do with it as well. So
I'm thinking if you glue those wings to the sides of your head, you'd be pretty much dead bang for being a cosplaying Devilman from the manga cartoon.
Yeah. Where's my sword gone? Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, that's the plans at the moment.
Just to
niche. Actually, do I need to finish
just to give you
folks blood on your sword. I think that a bit of blood splatter on your sword. I think that'd look cool. You know, like blood for blood god. Stick it on a toothbrush.
Just about to go and get it.
Yeah. If you've seen that where you get a toothbrush and sort of spray it at the thing so as it looks like blood splatter, I think that would look cool for such a big honking sword.
Well, just to give you guys, okay, whilst JC's got that one out instead then, just to give you guys a rough size of what I will be working with, JC, do you want to put that in your hand flat?
You want it flat in my hand, do you? Okay. Don't get excited, please.
Yeah.
Too late. My mind is racing.
So you can. I have to do. Let's put it the same way. There we go. So JC has sent me the same one, but very, very much the same, but a lot smaller. And
so I'm gonna do a Carl now. Joshy, mine's bigger than yours.
Joshy's got bigger hands than yours.
Cheers, Dale. Thank you. Just to give you guys a rough idea, JC, hold your wing up.
Which one do we want? The left. So
it doesn't really matter.
That one.
So that's one of JC's wings compared to the whole of my model.
So your model there will be the full size of the wing. The wingspan in your model will be the wing of mine.
There's mine. Like, that is the whole of my model. The whole of that wing, the whole of the length of both wings fit within my hand.
Oh, saying that, hang on. The front piece, Joshy. His front piece. His armour.
Yeah.
There you go. There's another comparison.
I'm going to put his box. Which one have you pulled out? That one.
That one. So it will have. It should have all the rope. Yeah, there you go. Look.
There's the one that you've just done tonight.
Size comparison, right? Or measurement comparison. This one is just a little over 10 centimeters in length.
Hang on, pull that one up again. Which one's that one?
That armor piece that you just had.
No, it wasn't that one. It was it that one?
Yeah. Yeah, it is that one.
Mine is exactly 5.5 centimeters. That piece.
So yeah, half the scale.
And then the other one that's where's your L? Your L stuck down, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I can actually show the comparison of that because, like I said, I had to send that. I've got to send the replacement out to you.
Yes, so, I've just got all the resin over my fingers. Excellent.
Yeah, don't worry. So
I'm not worrying, JC. It's only resin.
So there's
all I can see, as JC's bragging about how big his thingy is, all I can see is the SpongeBob's expression on his T-shirt.
Yeah. Okay. But yes.
JC, yeah, there we go. That's the size of what I'm doing. So there is there's a slight misprint with this one, but the one I'm holding in my hands, so you guys at home get a rough idea, the one I'm holding in my hands is the exact same one that JC's got there compared to the one that he's painting.
But I will also say, though, thanks to Dan for actually helping with this one, because this was actually originally hollowed out. Dan helped us out with, putting it all
filling your hole.
Solid. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Let's go back up. Where was I? No, don't hide the current comments. I'm trying to read them. Kodiak says, be right back. He's back now, but he's just going to get some buffalo trace, seeing his Dan's not sharing his Jim Beam.
Oh.
Jeff says, Josh, are you referring to someone spamming/scamming? Yeah. That's with those adverts, Jeff. It's advert tube, not YouTube now. Yule says, kind of like the black wing blue jay. I think I get what you're doing. Yeah, I know what he means as well by that. That's like that metallic-y effect.
Sort of. But I'll probably go from sort of like the Lothern blue to the Calgar blue into the rust grey, and then dry brush the greys.
He says he has the desk version.
A what?
The desk version. I'm not quite sure what that means. He might have a desk version of something that we're building. Carl's just sent a few pictures of his busts.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to show those?
Well, I mean, they're very good-looking busts, might I add.
Are they a handful? Stephen Haynes has put 10 centimetres. What's that in inches? I was not brought up doing centimetres.
4 inches. 10 centimetres, 4 inches.
4 inches.
There we go.
10 centimetres in inches is me in cold weather.
So, now that we've shown, this is now the third time that we're showing Carl's pictures off, because obviously we did it twice at the beginning of the stream. Do we charge Carl at the end of the stream?
No, we bill Carl for StreamYard, because StreamYard are obviously going to charge me for this.
Yeah.
So if you wanna present it, we've got a puddy cat in a Panzer. Evening, dude. How you doing? How's work?
Sorry. And there we go.
Right, let's have a look at Carl's magnificent bust. Ooh. He's put Panzer's put. What a time to pop in. Carl showing his bust. Yes, he's just sent 9 photos of his bust, Panzer. Yes. And also, Panzer, I'm glad you're in. I put the link for Phil's chat, plank. Put the link in for Phil's stream on Tuesday. Was it in the first half an hour? I remember you saying that it's mentioned as a comedy stream. Yeah, that's beautiful, Carl.
Yeah. I love that. Not here. But that blue is nice as well. Very nicely. Yeah. He's got the edging nicely done there as well.
How far off is that finish, Carl? He's put first half an hour. I thought so. I remember you saying it earlier today.
Ooh, look at this one.
Oh, I like that.
What the hell? Fucking hell. Look at that. He's got the cross in the hilt there.
The hilt.
Wow.
Can we zoom into that? Like I'm talking right into it.
Is that not template, Carl?
Unfortunately not.
I think that's meant to be
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
this one
got his face out of Orlando Blue.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, he's got, those eyes.
Jesus. Yeah. Look at that. Look. The wood effect.
Yeah, he's done a very good job on that, boss.
Yeah. So just for Dan, he's been playing with wood, look. Oh. Look at that leather.
Never mind the leather.
I believe that he's put that sword in the sheath to hide the fact that down the shaft is written the word pork.
Go back a sec, JC. Sorry, go back a sec. Go back one. Go back one. Look at the damage on that helmet.
Oh yes. Oh no! It's not the helmet.
Yeah, the dent in it and stuff. Like, just think, right? I don't think that was there. I think Carl's put that in himself. He's bloody clever, isn't he, Carl? He knows a few things.
Look at that, though.
That's brilliant.
When he's done the face, like it brings out the emotion.
You might be a little bit young for these, JC, but people my age and probably older will remember them, because my dad used to have them hanging on his wall. They were my granddad's. I think they were called the Toby mugs, and they had little pictures of people and faces of mugs. It looks like one of those. Yeah, the detail on that looks like one of those Toby mugs. That's brilliant, Carl. Oh yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He's definitely seen a few years.
Excellent work on the eyes.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Hardest thing about painting is the eyes.
Now I must say, right now, obviously we all saw this on stream. Carl had a slight accident, but he's brought it back. But Carl did say he's glad that
something in the way that you say slight accident makes me think he shot himself on camera.
Let's just say he may have knocked it into a bit of paint.
It's one of the things where it was that what he's got it on at the moment, that
oh shit,
that angled holder, the way he'd got that. What?
Oh fuck, yeah.
That's not a spider. That's a cricket or something.
Hang on, let me. Oh.
Stop doing that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and also I know you just said that, Alicia, to him to stop doing that. When Dale, when you came on earlier on, that tremendously huge fart that happened halfway through actually came from JC's microphone.
How does that relate to this?
that happened about 40 minutes ago when you came in. What are you sending photos of?
What was that in his audio?
Just arrived into.
It's a cricket.
It's a fucking cricket.
I didn't say to you. It's
because we've got our window open.
It's a cricket. It's fine. It's not going to kill you.
Yeah, it's the way Alicia just. Yeah. I
like the detail in that shield.
Yeah, it's the shield that.
I'm guessing that's sponged on in layers.
That is.
Unless you can get the airbrush to spatter. Or toothbrush again, the old toothbrush technique.
Yeah. Where is it?
There. Coming closer.
It can fuck off.
It wants to say hi. It wants to come on your stream.
It can fuck off. Look at that face, though.
Carl's got the skin tones nailed down now, I think. I know he didn't like it to start off with, and he would always complain, no, I need some work on it and stuff, but I think he's got it nailed down.
I do believe that is with oil paints, and it's the first time he's done oil paint as well. Carl, that's brilliant. Absolute brilliant job.
Well done, Carl.
I'm going to show something off because I have a bit of a confession to make, because obviously we know Carl has been ordering his busts. Where's me things? Like I
can't remember if I've put it in, if it works or not, but yeah, that's Carl's link. The link should be in the description, but I can't remember if they work. I might have where I've copied it and pasted it, and the link isn't working like a Burke. Yeah, I'm just going to catch up with chat quickly. Panzer's put, wait, Carl's edging. You'd be surprised what that man can do with a brush. Jeff's put, the colour shading on that helmet is awesome. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love the detail on that shield as well. Kodiak's put, yeah, not bad, Carlos. You're getting there. I'm starting to think that Miss Farty Pants is actually in reference to JC.
No,
that ungodly noise that came out when Dale entered was I know it wasn't Dale, because the green microphone lines went up on JC's microphone.
Yeah, I didn't expect.
You know why it's coming closer, don't you?
Better out than in.
Everybody's having saying hello to Panzer. Yeah, Stephen's put, that looks great, Carl. Oh.
Yeah, I just it's getting closer.
Stop freaking out. It's just a cricket. It's Jiminy. He's nice.
Jiminy cricket.
Yeah.
Sounds like Panzer out in my garden. Yeah. There's Carl's link, and I do believe Kodiak has just put in Quano's link. So check these folks out. Alicia doesn't have a channel. She should do.
What? Who says I need a channel?
We all do. You should get a little YouTube.
All of us.
No. I don't like being on camera, so you'll never see my face anyway.
Hi, Alicia.
Have you seen me on camera tonight?
Yeah. So yeah, I've shared some more bits as well, Joshy, because I've made some purchases as well.
Purchases.
Hang on.
Are we going to be going through the store and seeing everything that you've painted recently, what you're painting in the next 6 months, and what you've got on your bench?
I'm still waiting for these to turn up.
So if you want to go over to the shop, have a blast through, but this time have a look at what other different things are in there. Everybody's putting in links for Kodak's putting in links for folks.
Yeah.
Right, go on then.
So this is the recent one of the ones that I've ordered. This is a Teutonic Knight. So
that looks like one of the guys out of Conan the Barbarian with that helmet.
Yeah, but these are pretty good miniatures though. Like there's all the parts. You get your metal, a metal rod, shall we say, that is there for your flag. But what's even more interesting is that like there's no embossing there, and the fact that I'd have to paint, if I can, I'd have to paint that itself, that cross, and then the same on the flag.
Oh. Yeah, you can do that.
So that's the first one that I've ordered, and then I've ordered that one. Now with this one, it's where you can build one of two. You can build the blue one, or you can paint the blue one, or you can paint the red one. So what I've done at the moment is order just the one so I can do the blue one. I'm going to see the parts for the red and yellow one after, and then if all good.
Can you zoom in on that blue one shield? Sorry. No, it's all right because that looks a little bit like Shrewsbury, the sign of Shrewsbury. I know it's not, but it looks a little bit like it. They look like jousting.
I would say the afternoon
helmet looks very much like the helmet that Edmund Blackadder had in the first You know, in the
Well, that is a German. That is a German helmet. That's a dog hound. I think it was, or a hound.
These look like they're jousters. These do.
Yeah,
that's a jousting helmet. The French wore those as well in the Battle of Agincourt in 1415.
Yeah, so that's another one that I've ordered, and I've got this one. Oh, but
Cheers,
again.
Oh, I like that pink.
That looks nice.
Yeah. Again, everything that I would have to paint is all that, like, yeah. Apart from the padding there, it is embossed. It's just the insignia.
I'll tell you the one thing that you'd have to get right, JC, is the shading on that flag.
On the bottom there as well, and there as well.
David Markey's shooting off. Sorry, it's time for bed. Got to be up at 7. So, David, cheers for coming in, fella. As always. Cheers, and we'll catch you again soon, bud.
And then, of course, all the parts. As I said, the covers are embossed, but I'd still have to paint the other bits. So, Pans is off as well.
Oh, okay, he is indeed. I didn't see that when I was looking at that part. Okay, folks, coffee break is over. Back to work now. Have a great rest of your evening/morning. Panzer, cheers for popping in, dude. Have a good rest of your shift. And don't overdo it, mate. It's a warm night tonight. Stay hydrated.
Indeed. So yeah, that's another one that I've ordered. And then the last one is this one.
That's Swiss night, isn't it?
I couldn't tell you.
So it's Carl's monkey.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got all the detail that is there as well.
I like that one.
Yeah. But yeah, again, all the insignia I have to then.
I'm just looking at that poor horse's tail. It looks like he's sucking that flag over him.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine Carl doing this one with what he did to the shield as well?
Did you hear that, Carl? That's JC dropping hints.
I think out of all of them, this was going to be the interesting one. The reds and the shading.
Again.
It's going to be interesting. Look forward to that one.
Do you mind showing those? Because you just put the message for next Thursday. So do you mind showing those photos, or do you want to keep it for next Thursday?
Yeah. Do you want to show? If not, I can take it down anyways.
Well, I can't. You can't put it up anyway until I do it. But I just wondered if I know Carl put that message.
Yeah.
Speaking of staying hydrated, where's my water?
Carl saying night. Panzer.
Yeah. Kodiak's put a. Kodiak's put a load of links in. Some old videos. I'm guessing some of the stuff that we've done in the past. I've seen he's put Michelle's link up for Sunday, and he's also put dropping comments really helps as well. So cheers for that, Kodiak. And yeah, Kodiak. I'm sorry, Carl says it is okay. There we go.
Yeah. So this is Carl's next project.
It's a shame that Carl's not to walk us through what it is.
I know.
Because looking at it, JC, I don't know what that is. It just looks like a load of resin parts to me.
I don't know either. I mean,
if only Carl was on to explain.
Yeah.
Bloke with armour.
Yeah.
It looks like a bloke with armour, with a really hairy face.
Oh, it's the green.
I recognise the face. It's Monkey.
Yeah.
It's the green. No. So yeah, this is Carl's next project. It's the Wukong Monkey King.
Yeah, I'm probably showing my age with that one. No,
I remember the Monkey King.
Yeah,
I'm liking this one.
So that grin that the original Monkey TV show, I've freaked out a girlfriend with doing that as. Yeah, that's something for off stream, I think.
Yeah.
Move along.
It's a green chat. Oh, I like that.
I do like this. This one.
Is that Edward the First?
That's a very good question.
Edward Longshanks, Edward the First. Is it
Headless?
Headless? Yeah. You can't zoom in anymore, can you?
No, unfortunately not.
Something about having the head on the side. All I can think is that almost headless Nick from Harry Potter films.
I was going to say Charles the First then, but he wouldn't have wore armor.
It's a Tectonic Knight.
Could be.
Okay.
Richard the Lionheart.
Oh, do you know what, Dale? I was thinking Richard the Lionheart. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is he holding a scroll or a sword? He's scroll by the looks of it, isn't he?
Yeah, there's a scroll there. And then there's his swords there as well.
I like that. He seems to be liking these busts, doesn't he, Carl? There, he seems to be getting into doing these a lot.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that'll look good.
That is pretty cool, Carl.
The
Very
Tectonic Knight.
I think he's into doing busts because he knows that if he did the full body, at some point he'd have to paint a bloke's arse. Just saying.
Well, it's got his skin tones down, so it's not too bad. The Tectonic Knight, I think. That's what Carl's put in the chat anyway. So.
Oh no, he's got then one of the monkeys. Notice how he puts emphasis on the words then one.
Yes.
He has more than one. Kodiak's put, no, if the movie is correct, Richard the Lionheart is the spit of Sean Connery. That was in was that the Last Night with what's his face? Richard Gere.
Yeah. Well, going with the Knights is another one that I've been doing recently, Joshy.
Oh, I remember you seeing this on Terry's earlier on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that armour. How you've managed to get that. You need to put something behind it, JC, because it keeps them focused on your face. And SpongeBob's t-shirt even.
Yeah.
Piece of paper or something. Piece of A4 paper. Yeah, that'll do. Put that behind it. Right behind it. What's your address though, JC?
It's the shine of the armour.
Yeah, just be careful of your address at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. It hates to zoom.
But yeah, that's all I've been doing. And obviously, the one that I obviously I showed you the picture earlier or yesterday. Is the face.
There we go. Oh yeah.
So yeah, all that detail that I had to put into the face for it just to be covered up. But
you know it's there though. So yes, it was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He comes in at the end, doesn't he? In when they just marries him. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's it. Gives him the blessing.
I'm thinking, looking at these blokes in armour, I'm thinking someone should get JC in touch with someone who knows how to do Blender, so that he can do his own head on one of these dudes in armour.
Funnily enough, do we know anybody who can do that?
We might. I'm not sure.
That we seem to think there is a bloke who knows a lot about Blender. We could ask.
I will also
there might be somewhere down around, you know.
I will also well, yeah, I can't take pictures at the moment because obviously I'm not there. But at my mum and dad's, obviously they're now living at my granddad's house. But in the living room is an actual full suit of armor as well.
Ooh, okay.
So much so that both my granddad at the time and my dad actually wore it as well.
Every time I think of armor, I always think of that scene out of Pink Panther, where he goes to that English country house and his hand falls into the handpiece.
Okay.
Do you want to have a look in the store, see what's available?
Well, to be honest, nothing has actually really changed since. Nothing's been updated on the old printing site, unfortunately.
Hasn't there been anything added on?
Not recently, no. Which is a bit of a shame. That's why I showed what I've recently bought, because yeah, that's the only problem. Oh, Kodiak's off to bed now as well.
Yeah, he's enjoying your night off, Carl. Feet up, having a nightcap or two, and then he's put. I need to head off to bed soon as well. Early-ish start for me tomorrow. Stay safe, chat. Kodiak, thanks for popping in, dude. It's good to see you, mate. Glad you had an okay time at Formula One. And,
Just coming back to the Richard Gere film that you was thinking of, I think it was the first night.
Yeah, it was. It was. That was with Sean Connery as well. But yeah, cheers, Kodiak. Thanks for coming in, dude. I'll catch up with you soon. Hopefully next Thursday. Hopefully. So no. I can't think of the bloody word now.
No store.
No store tonight.
No.
My room.
There you go. And he stuck it as a reminder. Awesome.
Nice. What are you going to say, Dan?
I'm not sure if I'm pissed or high as a kite, because after using all this Bondo, my room stinks of petrol.
That'll do it.
It might need fumigating tomorrow. What time is it? 1 o'clock.
Here's a git. That's all I'm saying. Oh dear. No.
Well, I've decided I'm giving up on bothering with trying to paint gold, and I'm going to actually. I've ordered in a vat of acid. I've got the stuff needed. Once I've got this vat of acid, I can start electroplating. So instead of it looking, using paint to make it look like it's gold.
Yeah, I've seen it done.
I can make it actually gold. So I'm making this. I'm managing to make this print more and more complex as I go along. Because at first it were I'll print it at 1:1 scale so as it's wearable. Then I'll add in electronics, and then
but that's what it's all about. It's pushing your boundaries, isn't it, and testing yourself.
Yeah, so I got this in that makes it so as I can pass the electric current, through the objects. So if you've seen it done where it's, I can't remember whether it's positive goes through the bit that you play it in and then negative through or all the way around, but I've got a great big. I'm going to end up. I want to get one of those, those white lab coats, and then I can be full on mad scientist.
Nutty Professor Part 4.
I was thinking more weird science, so I can get that bird with the big boobs.
Oh, okay.
Kelly LeBrock.
Yeah, Kelly wants to be on my cock.
Wow. Everybody had it. Was it Woman and Lady in the Red Dress? Was it with the Richard? I forgot his bloody name now. He's in See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Richard Pryor, not Richard Pryor.
That was Richard Pryor and Gene Hackman, weren't it?
It was Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Lady in the Red. That was a brilliant film.
The best one of those two guys made together was Stir Crazy. I loved that film.
Awesome.
I like. Is it Money Train? Well, no, was it Money Train or was it Silver Streak? They did one. It was where they
Silver Streak rings a bell.
Yeah, I think it was Silver Streak.
And not to rob your job, Josh, but Carl's got a fantastic point. I could CAD design Princess JC his very own tiara.
Yeah,
right. Electroplate it.
I put it up. I had it up for a while, thinking that'd be a good idea.
But Dan, don't get too excited. Joshy having it up for a while.
Well, go with me rubber knickers. Did I say that out loud? Shit.
Carl's put down, you need a rubber apron. Maybe some rubber gloves so you can pull them on and just be like, ka-choo, ka-choo.
Yeah, some rubber gloves can go, JC, it's time for your exam.
Yeah. I'm ready for my close-up, Deville.
That tickled your fancy, didn't it?
Yeah. I think secretly off camera, JC's trying to do a poker face, but I heard the distinctive sound of his arsehole suction cup into the seat. Let me.
Trust me, Dan, when I go back through the stream later on and clip a certain part of the stream, there was no suction cup there, I tell you.
Oh dear.
Honestly, I don't know how you tried to pass that one off.
I'm surprised you didn't say anything straight away.
No, Dale had just literally got in, and I'd just gone on to Dale, and yeah.
Good timing.
Well, at least you didn't have to smell it.
I feel sorry for your nostrils, Alicia.
It's disgusting.
All I'm saying, it wasn't once, though.
No, we know it wasn't once.
I've already heard it twice.
Oh, you only heard it twice, okay then.
It was more like 4 times.
We're among friends. It doesn't matter. That's what I mean.
I did leak. That's what I keep saying. No.
Carl's put, just remember, gallstones and teeth don't dissolve, Dan.
Even Dan's gone quiet.
Why on earth have I got Jeepers Creepers playing in my head?
I don't know. You tell me.
That's fucking.
Jeepers Creepers is where
Creepers.
I thought the first one was good, brilliant actually. The second one was good, and then the third one, what the hell happened there?
Yeah, the third one. It was like
I got 10 minutes into that film. I'm like, nope.
Turn that shit off.
Yep, straight away.
That's what Alicia had actually said at the time.
What?
I was like, no, we'll still watch it and see if it gets better. And what? They should have just stuck to the two.
The guy that created the first one at films, it intended it to be a one, like a one shot. The one be a sequel.
Yeah, yeah.
Then, someone else came along and said, actually, you didn't timestamp it. So the second film is meant to be, taking place in the times where Creeper isn't on camera in the first film.
Yeah.
And then third film were just.
You know what it's called, Dan, don't you? It's called the Fast and Furious case, where it's let's make as many films as we can and make money.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter how shit they are, we'll still make it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And then in 30 years' time, they're going to remake them all again.
Probably.
Hopefully, I won't be around for that sort of time, but it's like every movie franchise, isn't it?
It's like they're supposed to be when they remake. When they do the next instalment of the Goonies.
Nah.
Yeah.
I won't watch it.
Another recent one I've seen is the latest trailer for The Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. I think it was about this. The trailer was on for 2.5 minutes. Within the first 30 seconds, I'm like, I'm not going to watch this. I'm going nowhere near it. Pretty much like when the Pink Panther, when it was Steve Martin. Didn't watch it, didn't want to go near it, didn't want to care about it. Exactly the same when Lindsay Lohan redid Herbie. Didn't want to watch it, didn't want to know about it, didn't care about it.
It wasn't a bad movie, but yeah.
It's got Lindsay fucking Lohan in it.
I'm Lindsay Lohan.
The only film I ever watched in was I think it was the remake of
Freaky Friday.
Yeah, you got them. Well, that was a remake of one that was before a long time ago.
Yeah, that was in the 60s, wasn't it?
Yeah, can't remember them anyway, but it dumbfound me why you need to react.
The Stepford Wives.
Stepford Wives.
Yeah, the Stepford Wives. Yeah, the Nicole Kidman recently. Nicole Kidman did it. I think it was in 2005.
I can't say I saw the first one of that, but
I thought that's what you were on about.
So I've seen that one neither. So
yeah, but they'll constantly go and remake all these films. Like I'm waiting for another version of Jaws to come out.
Yeah.
Let's remake and do that with a CGI shark.
I don't think that will ever come out. I don't think they'll do the licensing on that one.
I didn't think Meg 2 would come out, but it did, and look what happened there.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be a Meg 3, isn't there?
No, there is a third one.
I don't know, but I just think that Jason Statham in the middle of the ocean killing a 50-foot shark is hilariously funny.
We haven't even seen any of them, have we?
No.
I can't see them ever doing yours. I can't see them ever giving a license out to that one.
Well, there's certain films that people should not.
I'm surprised they did follow-ups to it. Jaws 2 weren't bad. I can remember going to the cinema to watch Jaws 3, and I got those stupid glasses on to watch it on 3D. And it's like, I'd probably only be about 12 or something, 12, 13 or something stupid like that. Nah.
But technically, didn't they already do a CGI shark for Jaws in Back to the Future Part 2?
Yeah.
That was, I believe, a 4D image. Because it came out at you, didn't it? It came out and leaned into him, and as he turned round, it went like that, and it just disappeared.
It went to eat him, and then it just crystalled away, didn't it?
Yeah, that was done by lasers, I believe. Looks like there was loads of lasers doing that.
Right, there we go.
I think they tried to represent an holographic kind of style, but
Well,
I suppose back in the day it weren't bad CGI, but no.
Well, I think I have a bit of a fucked up sense of humour, because watching the first Jaws film, I just laugh my ass off every time it eats someone. Especially that guy that, as the three of them are on board, and you've got the wizened old sea veteran, and boat's getting pulled down at back end, and he just slides into its gob, and it's like, nom, 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 come to me, tasty meat.
Yeah.
Bad. The set of googly eyes to shark as he's sliding into its gob.
I like that.
Paper.
The one that Ray's done, where he did the Lego build.
Oh yeah, I've seen when it on Marcus's stream, they'd shown a picture of recreation of that in Lego in that humongous garage that's full of Lego that I'm not at all jealous of.
At all. I do not want to go into Ray's garage and play with all these trains and Lego sets at all. No.
No, me neither. Honest.
Honestly, I don't want to do that. I really would love to not know. Just want to go play with all the trains.
You'd never leave. There's so much stuff going on in Ray's setup, as I call it.
It's just everywhere you look, there's something going on.
That's what I was just going to say. It's like different themes in various spots. And what's awesome about it is they keep swapping it about as well. They keep changing it. It's not just the same thing.
Yeah.
This time next year, it'll be a totally different layout.
Yeah, and if at any point during that year that Tammy and Ray decide to abduct me and keep me hostage in that garage, I'm sure I'll protest mentally on some level.
That's what I say. You'd just be there, and it'd just be an endless wonder. It's amazing what you guys do.
Like, oh no, no, please don't take me to the Shed of Wonders. Please don't take me. No, don't be so
Here's a protest. That's your protest. Please don't.
Carl's put watched 2 films of the night and they were okay, but ended on a proper clip. England, Joshy, England. Watched 2 films of the night. They were okay, but ended on a proper cliffhanger. And now that they are saying they may not make another one, it was The Old Guard. Yeah, that was a brilliant film.
Yeah,
that was a really good film.
The Old Guard with Charlize Theron.
Yeah, it's the one where they're all immortal, and they all guard. That is it. I can't remember. It's been a while. I watched it during lockdown at the missus' at the time.
I think the first one of those Old Guard films, it's first one that's caught me attention for a long time. You know, like it had vibes of Highlander for because of immortal thing. Slightly different rules to immortality, but then another one that caught my attention were The Tourist. I don't know if you've seen it.
Tourist was Angelina Jolie, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, you got Angelina Jolie and Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
But if you watch the all the Pirates of the Caribbean films,
yeah,
you got Jack Sparrow is continuously throughout each of the movies. There's a version of immortality that's within his grasp. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you think in first one, it's like, yeah, you can be immortal, but you can't feel satisfied, and you kind of a skanky, horrible monster. And there's continuously these downsides to the immortality that's within his grasp in each of those Pirates of the Caribbean. But what if he found a version of immortality
Alicia's just going
that didn't have a downside?
Goodbye, Alicia.
How long would it be before he comes up with, before he starts sobering up and what have you? So watching The Tourist, it's like quite possibly Jack Sparrow's found immortality, had to change his name a lot of times, like the Highlander did.
Yeah.
And suddenly developed some maturity that he didn't display in those Pirates at Caribbean. He's grown up in effect, because the character of Jack Sparrow is, he's like reckless abandon and get pissed all the time, much like myself.
Captain Dan Sparrow.
Yeah.
I've lost my snips. I had them earlier on. Right, I'm gonna run for another 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna have to jump off because it's getting late, and I need to be up early again in the morning.
Yeah.
We shall run till past. If that's all right with you, gents.
Should be all right. You can call it now if you want, dude. Obviously, you've got to be up early.
Well, there's 7 still watching. I've just... let's open there.
And I'm fine with whatever, because I can't decide whether I'm pissed or high as a kite because of the I'm definitely fucked up. It's just what kind of fucked up am I?
The combination of the two.
Yeah, it's a question for the ages. What kind of fucked up is Dan? Because we all know he's fucked up in some way.
Question that never be answered.
No, for probably 90% of the audience, they were turning around saying, he's a pretty decent dude. He's neither here nor there, you know? You're not pissed. You ain't I. You're just Dan.
It's just Dan. Right, we're just going to cut this. I can't find my snips, so hopefully this might work.
Carl's watching on your laptops or computers, I think.
So you're 2, and then because I've got my phone open, that makes it 3.
The question is, though, has Michelle fallen asleep?
I've got one open just to keep an eye on the chat as well.
So that'd be 4. So is there anybody else alive in the chat apart from Carl?
That would be me on the chat as well.
Speaking
of,
like
he's called a bit of a schizophrenic with multiple personality disorder, because apparently he's 2 of the people watching.
Wow.
And he's one of the 2 people that are inhabiting Carl's body and watching, called Elsie. Because I've seen the dress that he wears on weekends.
Elsie.
Jeff's still here.
Well, you got to find a fitting name for your female alternate personality, you know. And Elsie's as good as any for Carl.
Jeff's saying he's one.
He is indeed.
Is Maggie lurking?
They've probably got it on big TV or iPad.
And Carl and Elsie are probably both shot with a very large knife and you know, going to come for me during the night. If I wake up next to a horse's head, I'm going to blame Carl.
The horse's head with a skillet pan in the back of it.
It's just making me think of the picture that Carl sent of Michelle earlier on with the skillet pan. Oh dear.
Scott's watching.
Oh, good day, Cobber.
Will you stop nicking my fucking phrase?
I love winding you up.
G'day, possum.
Okay. Good day, pineapple. There you go.
There we go. How we doing, Scott?
Right, there we go. Do you know what? I've got 3 bits left to do. That's it. Oh, fucking hell.
I am bending metal.
My eyes are sore.
If I confess to liking the smell of this Bondo, does that mean I have to go to Bondo's Anonymous?
It depends if you leg stick slick like me and go to a different Bondo. Actually, no, I won't carry on with that sentence.
Well, I was going to say we knew Dan liked the different type of Bondo, but, you know.
Well, that was after the weekend of passion that me and you had that Alicia's not allowed to know about.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to
Jeff, but Maggie's still listening. Well, just about. Yeah, it is late, to be fair. It's 1:30. I need to be up at 8. So,
yeah.
I am going to call it a night. It's been 3 hours 24 minutes and 4 seconds. I can't play the outro on my phone because it's rather loud. So again, fuck you, StreamYard, for your prices and stuff. I'm going to a different streaming service.
1 second. Bear with me then. Hang on.
Oh yeah, right. You can do it, can't you?
I can. Fuck you, StreamYard.
Yeah, we can do this way, can't we?
Hang on. Fuck you, StreamYard. Let me.
There's ways and means of everything.
I've got to go all the way to the end of your stream. Right.
Carl's put, you're okay, Dan. You couldn't tell the taxi driver where to take you to Dildos Anonymous.
Right, okay. I think I got it.
Is that Ann Summers?
Right. So this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to put JC full screen so we can play our outro, and then we're going to say ta-ra, folks, and then we'll call it a night. So Jeff's put, thanks guys, catch you later, take care and stay safe, everybody. Folks, we're going to play the outro because StreamYard are fucking ridiculous. And yeah, here we go. There you go, JC. Play the outro for us, please, if you wouldn't mind. No, that I didn't expect. Oh, I didn't expect that. Yeah, if I can save that as the end picture, I'm going to have that and just save the start of stream. Fuck you, StreamYard. Overcharged bastards. Carl's put, night all, shit stream as always. Well, if it wouldn't have been shit if you had have been in, Carl, would it? You could have quite easily come in.
You didn't realise we're still alive, don't you?
Yeah, I do. But this is the greatest thing because normally we have the end, we have the outro, and it comes up with the end of the stream. But because obviously StreamYard are charging £56 for their services, I'm going to restream or EV Mux. So yeah, folks, thanks for coming in. I will catch you all next Thursday on. Whose is it? Is it Carl's or yours? It's Carl's.
It should be Carl's next Thursday, but obviously it could be back on yours actually next Thursday if Carl can't stream.
It could be, possibly. But next up, folks, for Around the World is Dominique tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So check him out. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. So I'll catch you tomorrow, folks. See you all soon. Thanks for coming in.
Until then, StreamYard can
fuck off.
There
you go. See you, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.